I know. $100 later.
It worked! No! No!
Yeah, it was a video by High Five Tunes called Disney Wars. It's from 2012 and it aged like fine wine.
Hey, yo, bitch!
So,
Can anyone hear me?
yeah,
Yep.
Yes, we can hear
loud
you.
and clear.
Nice.
So,
So what I miss?
oh, not much. We just started, basically.
Ah, neat.
And decided
Just-
to... By the way, do you remember the name of this website where we watched, like, to watch videos together? Not
Oh,
watch
it
together, because
was-
watch together never worked properly.
Well, I'm sure I still was an EFAP.
Hmm?
No, that's...
Oh dear God, I think it was come together some shit. I kind of forgot. Let me check my tabs. Cause
Basically, if
there
you...
is something similar.
Dear viewers, if you expected us to be prepared for the stream, well... what kind of stream are you
Come on,
expecting to
man.
watch?
We're never ready for this shit.
Yeah, we do it live. Fuck it. Fucking thing sucks.
We improvise. That's the beauty. That's the beauty of this of this chat. We improvise.
Yeah.
Okay.
Improvise. Well, I guess that fucking thing sucks actually describes our live stream.
My circle. My circle TV. Yeah, that's the one.
My circle. Let's see. My
circle.tv.
My circle.tv. Okay, yeah, that's the one I think. Right, log in. Let's log in. Wait, did it not remember my? The hell. Let me log in real quick. While doing that, introduce yourselves, because I'm trying to remember my login password.
Hi. I'm Striker Red. And these nuts are roasting on an open fire because it's Christmas in Puerto Rico still.
Hmm.
Yeah, this shit.
I am the Black Lord of Fenrir.
That kind of sounded a bit like Palpatine, actually.
There is only place for one emperor, for one senate.
Well, good thing I'm not trying to be the Senate then.
It's like the other stream last night where the guy, forgot his name, said that he's the one leading. You're telling you're the one leading to the fascist dictator. Okay.
Though, to be fair, I always kind of liked the actual ruler characters instead of the mere underlings. I mean,
Yeah.
Palpatine was cooler than fucking Darth Vader. I thought Sosa was cooler than fucking Tony Montana. I basically thought Jason Wynn and Spawn was cooler than Spawn himself.
Makes sense.
Who's cooler than Spawn?
Jason Wynn.
I don't know.
Well, that watch my Spawnathon reviews, you'll get the context.
Okay. Because I thought that the boss of Spawn was either the big devil or the Violator.
Yeah. Well, now I'm talking. Well, yeah, but when he was human, his boss was
okay.
Jason Wynn.
Okay.
All right.
In fact, one of my goals for 2020 is actually to finish that review series. I never released the second half of part of season 3.
Well, speaking of finishing, yeah, I know I promised a review of Cosmic Star Heroine a long time ago. Well, it's coming. One
Will
of
you
those
review
days.
that game I got you on Steam for Christmas?
Well, actually, yeah, I should review it. But given that you know how long it takes for me to review a game, well, eventually, I guess. Well, by the way, you know, those probably if you're watching this, you already are aware that I haven't streamed in quite a while. Well,
Yeah, when was the last fucking stream we did? Like early
was
November?
Yeah, somewhere around that area.
Almost 2 months.
Yeah. Well, I probably should explain why it's so. It's actually pretty simple. I just quite have a new job and been quite busy, so I had to put the live streaming on hold. But since it's holiday season, why not?
It's also the last Saturday of the year and the
Yeah.
decade, so we need to go out with a fucking bang.
Oh,
Yeah,
hell
should
yeah.
do something like
It's also the last Saturday that India will be will how should I say this? They're by
Striker.
next week they're
Your
going to
volume
become
is
a
too low.
superpower.
Can you increase the volume, because you were much louder when you just joined, but now you're kind of quiet.
All right, hold on.
Okay, that's better.
That's good. That's good.
Forgive me. I'm on the phone right now, so.
Oh, is that
But
why your
anyway,
voice sounds different?
yeah. Oh, and it's also the last week before India becomes a superpower and dominates us all.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why so?
Well, you know that mean that say where that
Oh,
says India will become a superpower by 2020.
oh yeah, now I get it. Well, by 2020 doesn't mean it's like in the beginning of 2020. Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
so we're gonna be shitting on the streets every from now on.
just insert a joke about California, especially San Francisco.
Yeah, fucking San Francisco's way ahead of us.
Yeah.
But according to Gavin Newsom, it's fucking Trump's fault that his state is a disgusting homeless shithole.
Yeah, well, Trump
Well,
personally went there and
Californication.
took a dump on the street.
Not just California, but also Oregon and Washington. So the Pacific Northwest is getting what they deserve.
The entire fucking West Coast is a fucking disgusting liberal, not even
Wasteland.
liberal, progressive, hipster, third world shit.
You just add wasteland; it just adds more
Yeah, it is.
more effect.
It's also a haven of junkies. Like I thought Puerto Rico had it bad, but these people, holy shit!
On top of it, they complain about the drought and everything, while still selling a shit ton of water from the I don't know the name of the river with the Hoover Dam to fucking Nestle.
I thought Nestle had their plant situated near the Great Lakes.
They have one there. They also have one over there in California.
Hold up, Macho. You mean to tell me that Nestle now owns the Hoover Dam?
No. They
They
have a
own the
plant
water going into the
takes
dam.
that takes a shit ton of
Oh,
water from
okay.
that river, and that's one of the big reasons why there's a mega drought, because they just take a
Oh,
shit ton of water
oh,
and bottle it.
Jesse
yeah.
Ventura on his show Conspiracy Theory many years ago did a special on Nestle and how they're pretty much trying to buy up the entire country's water supply.
Oh, wait.
So if you're drinking
That's
Evian, well, it's
that's
not even fresh water.
barely a conspiracy theory. It's basically the truth.
Wait. Are you telling me that the plot of Quantum of Solace was actually based on reality?
Maybe they predicted it.
Huh. Maybe they gave them ideas. Oh, you know how.
Well, we can give them Flint, Michigan.
Well, I remember some of the more hysterical things being pushed by the climate change hysterical fanatics. Was there's going to be wars for water in the future? And it's like, well, maybe if Nestle is trying to buy all the country's water, but I don't think it'll take a war. We could just fucking nationalize the country's oil, maybe send a fucking hit squad to take over their shit and get our fucking water back. But
Yeah.
or hey, maybe let people collect their own fucking rainwater.
That let people feed the homeless.
Unfortunately, in some areas like Oregon, it's illegal.
Yeah. It's like, oh yeah, you got your permit for that.
Your license?
You got your license. You got your bum feeding license.
I'm sorry, I was stupid and I joined and rejoined.
Oh, that's fine. You didn't introduce yourself to the stream yet, did you?
No,
Well, go
but
ahead.
I'm Cassie. I'm the token woman here.
Well, you're one of the token women here.
Yeah, so we got a woman and a POC. Our stream is diverse enough.
We don't have. Oh wait, I was
we
gonna say
don't
we
have
don't have a
anyone of
disability.
we don't have either disabled of ambiguous gender / trans. We don't have those. We're not diverse enough.
But wait, I'm pretty sure everyone here is autistic, so that should cover the disability.
Yeah.
Maybe in an honorary sense, I was never diagnosed with any of that, so
Me neither, but I probably do. To some level.
Well, in my case, I'm legit, so yeah, I got you guys covered.
Oh damn, we got diversity squared.
You know,
the
diversity
only
squared.
problem, the only cognitive problem I was ever diagnosed with, I was of verbal learning as opposed to visual, but I fucking grew out of that by the time I was in my teens.
But that's just learning styles. It's not a problem.
Well,
Just
no.
everyone has different learning styles.
Well, the problem really came that like 90% of people are visual learners, so that's how most of the schools are geared towards. So that kind of was a problem for me at one point, but not anymore.
Oh, see, I'm a visual learner, and I think that the schools are more geared to auditory learners because of the way they lecture.
Well, it goes both ways. I'm usually visual, but yeah, I got that area covered. I'm Latino. I got Asperger's. I'm a bit overweight, and
You're a bit overweight. I've seen pictures of you. You don't look overweight to me.
I know I am.
around 280-ish.
Damn.
You're
yeah,
280 pounds.
How tall are you?
Dude. Well, at least I'm making an effort to exercise. You know. That's because I make an effort in at least doing exercise. Unlike these fat fucks.
All right. Well, how tall are you?
5'11".
Okay, yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah.
I had no idea because you don't look at any of your pictures unless you recently put on all that weight.
That was years ago. That's actually my New Year's resolution. I need to lose weight.
Well, that's a good one.
And actually do an effort. Cut back on soda and shit. So.
Soy?
Your volume is again a bit too low.
Cut back on soda and shit. Hell, eliminate it altogether.
Ah.
I only drink one soda a day. I can't eliminate it. I had to limit myself to one a day.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Don't worry about it. Besides, you're kind of dummy dick though.
What?
You're kind of dummy dick though.
Huh? That doesn't matter.
No,
Slower for
She is kind of dummy dick though. In
Moving
other
on.
words, yeah. All right, yeah. Let's move on.
So, well, first of all, do you have anything specific to discuss? Because, well, no, I was kind of out of the loop. So,
Yeah, we gotta talk about fucking Joe Biden having to walk back saying he wouldn't comply with the Senate subpoena.
oh God. Did he really say he
You
wouldn't
mean
comply?
Joe Biden being a bitch as usual?
Well, yeah, he was telling this newspaper, the Des Moines Register, that yeah, he wouldn't comply with the GOP Senate's request, to subpoena request. But then when people are like, "Hey, you kind of have to," that's why Trump's supposedly in trouble
That's kind
because
of
he
a
didn't answer.
crime. That's kind of a crime, dude.
The mere fact that the left is in their own is proof that Donald Trump will win in 2020.
Well, the
I think
writing's
it's
been
gonna
on
be.
the wall for fucking years already for that. The real question is, will
mean,
they
it's
win?
crazy.
Will the left get their shit together in time for 2024? Because they sure as hell aren't
Nope.
gonna
Nope.
do that for this election.
I will say no. They won't.
probably not.
Unfortunately, no. Because first things first, they need to do an actual purge. Purge all the hard left progressives that are making them look bad.
Well, the progressives are trying to purge the centrists, or as they like to call them, the corporate Democrats.
Yeah.
And as people
Yeah.
pointed out, they're like, "Well, we went with the centrist in 2016. It didn't work out." It's like, well, Hillary Clinton didn't lose because she was a centrist. Hillary Clinton lost because she's a piece of fucking shit.
Yeah.
And she's not a piece of
Great
shit for being
job, brother.
He had a chance to win up until the
She didn't
the
look.
basket
She didn't
until the
look. She didn't
basket of
win
deplorables
because she was
comment.
centrist, like you said. She didn't win because she was the most corrupt person I've ever
She
seen.
lost because she's a horrible person. That's why.
Yeah.
It doesn't
She's
matter
a
what her.
fucking whore, man.
Trump is probably
Go ahead.
too, but yeah, Hillary lost the moment she said she had a chance to win. Well, it was really to me it was really give or take. I wasn't sure, but the basket of deplorable comments like 2 weeks before
Hey,
the
Black Lord.
election, that
Yeah.
that sealed the
Go
destiny.
on. Sorry to interrupt.
I'm over.
Well, as I was saying, yeah, it doesn't matter what part of the spectrum, political spectrum, that is you're on. As long as you're a horrible person, I mean, you're not going to win. I mean, this is the same fucking bitch who literally. Barack Obama, one of the things he regretted about his presidency was getting involved in Libya. But for Hillary Clinton, she fucking laughed about it on TV.
Laughed about it. Even the thing of Benghazi. What difference does it make now? None, and that's a problem.
I mean, she has quite the fucking laundry list, for some powerful woman that everyone needs to be inspired by. I mean, she victimized Bill's alleged victims during the 90s and beyond, trying to intimidate them into silence.
She took a lot of the money from the Clinton Foundation, which was apparently supposed to help the Haitians during the earthquake a couple of years ago, and used the funds for her run.
And then she's like sponsor like a coup in like Honduras back in like 2009 or something.
I know the Clinton Foundation has their hands on everything.
But yeah,
Then go ahead.
But yeah, I mean, she has quite the backing. I mean, if there was somebody who was a centrist who didn't have the awful baggage that Hillary Clinton carried, then they probably could have had a better chance at winning in 2016. But we don't
They
know.
would
They had
probably
to.
have won hands down.
I mean, yeah, they probably could have took the election from Donald Trump as long as they campaigned in the
The right
Midwest.
state. Yeah,
Yeah.
Midwest. That's the assumption.
Oh, and then there's the fact that she called her black voters super predators, her Latino voters taco balls, and then we have the fact that she basically was being a condescending bitch to Middle America, and then we have the fact that Hillary decided to fuck with people on Benghazi. That's right. Uh, You know, an actual war crime.
Well, she's obviously would have continued the foreign policy of her husband, which yes is your standard continuation of the U.S.'s foreign not even post Cold. Well, I guess yeah, you could say post Cold War, but even Cold War era foreign policy of we're gonna fuck around with other people with governments we don't like, and we're gonna bomb people we don't like. That's why she was one of the main architects of bombing Libya. It had nothing to do with that Gaddafi was a horrible person himself and was killing the people of Libya. That was her excuse to get involved. And Libya's, as we know, 8 years after the fact, is a lot worse. I mean, open air slave markets. The government hasn't stabilized. They've been fighting a second civil war since like 2014, I think, and probably will be for the next few years to come.
And
What
then we
has
have the
overthrowing
fact that-
Gaddafi done for Libya? Nothing. If
Nothing
not, fucked everything over. That's nothing to be proud of, Hillary.
The same could be said for Kosovo.
Yeah, I know. I did an entire video on that.
I mean, the only thing that Hillary even gives a shit about is actually money. That's it. It's all about the money. It's all about the bread.
It's about power.
Yeah. And she claims to be quote unquote Christian because her husband is a Southern Baptist, and she is a Methodist. In other words, she's a neocon in a Democratic name only.
Well, she's probably putting the meth into Methodist.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, it is. Meth into Methodist.
We're all gonna be suicidal about her, but she can't stop us. She will not suicide us.
Oh, speaking of he will divide us.
Oh, that was apparently still going on this whole time and nobody noticed until now.
You know what's the funniest part? Let me just show you. One moment, let me open it. Will.
You know what's retarded?
What?
The fact that Kevin Spacey is actually doing the same thing. He's actually learning from her book. All the most of the people that the guy, all his accusers ended up committing suicide.
Oh, they Epstein themselves.
Yeah.
So now it's nighttime wherever it is, so it's hard to see anything. But okay, I'll find a screenshot because apparently the flag was so shoddily done that there's not much left of it, and it wasn't some.
It's all
vandals.
ripped. It's a flag. The flag looks like it's been there for like 5 years.
As
Looks
opposed to
like
the what, 1 or 2 it's actually been there.
Probably
it's completely
months.
in tatters. Like the part with the lettering is pretty much gone completely.
Oh, it's all gone. It really did. It looks like it was somewhere really windy for it, but it's like right here we have in my town we have a good flag, and I think they change it like every year, maybe 2 or 3, and they really wait until there's no flag left to replace it.
It's the thing. They it's like they don't give a shit anymore themselves, because if they took a look at it, they would notice that there's not much of a flag left.
Yeah,
And,
I would. Well, it's pretty much representative of the state of that endeavor.
here's a screenshot
It's
from
about to say,
what it's
why is he
looking.
still attempting this?
Well, just look at the thing he made during one of the, I think, an Oscar thing. Just with a Shia LaBeouf with a bag over his head saying, "I'm not famous anymore." There you go. He did like 3, 4 Transformer movies. I don't think he even was in the last one.
Last several
And
ones, I think.
Yeah,
he's
I thought
he,
2 was the
we
last one he
haven't
was
heard of
in.
him. We haven't heard of him at all in quite some
Wait,
time.
so that was left at the He Will Not Divide Us flag?
Yeah,
Yep.
took the screenshot
God
myself.
damn.
So you can see that most of the flag is gone. It's just like the top and the bottom strips that are
It's
like.
now a regular ass white flag. They're surrendered.
Ah, there you go. It's in France.
It's funny because
He fucking Shia. He fucking surrendered to 4chan and the ship posters.
There you.
you know how 4chan tried to vandalize the flag all the time. They didn't need to. They just leave it there and it will self-destruct.
Yeah. Mia. It's like people were
Yeah,
focusing
you know
on.
what? That is actually quite a strategic mesh. That's quite a strategic move actually. Uh,
It's really weird. They were so
since they want to
focused
destroy the
on
flag, they might
destroying.
as well destroy themselves.
They were so focused on destroying the flag. I would have just like put a paint bomb on the drone
Oh,
and
hold
just
up though.
let it explode on it.
What became of Shia though? I mean, what's he doing besides hanging around with a bunch of fucking degenerates in bars and shit?
Being drunk, probably.
I have no idea what he's been up to these days, and quite frankly, don't really care.
Yeah.
Like nobody it's like his shtick is kind of.
He was a has-been from fucking yesterdecade, so
Yeah.
I mean, what was the last movie he got popularized in? Transformers or some shit? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait, Fury.
Yeah. Fury.
When did Fury come out?
After Transformer.
Around 2016, 2017.
Yeah, it
Okay.
was after the first Fury that it was his last big one.
I mean, of all things, Shia might as well start. Oh wait, I don't think art would be his forte either. In the case of art, most of it is modern and rubbish.
I mean, is he still fucking hanging around Jaden Smith or whatever his fucking name is?
Oh, that. I wonder if Jaden Smith still posts those really really stupid tweets that are probably fueled by substance abuse or something.
I do remember that he became a she or some shit. I mean, have you seen Will Smith's face lately?
No.
Oh.
Honestly, if you've seen anything like what was the name of that last movie he made? Uh, God, I actually forgot about it, but it was a fucking flop, man.
Oh, the one where it's
It wasn't
Gemini
After
Man?
Earth.
Yeah, that's the one.
I see.
Well, you know who was it, director or who directed this movie? And do you know who?
Who?
Oh. Yeah. Okay. No, it was not the director. The writer. The writer was David Benioff.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, there it is. Well, they were actually written
That
by
fucking
David
turd.
Benioff, Billy Ray, and Daryl. So it's 3 writers.
But still, the fact his name's attached to it. Ugh.
The thing is that, first of all, if there are 3 writers for a movie, it's usually not a good sign. I mean, there are many writers when it's like a TV series, because, well, each episode is written by a different writer. But when it's a movie, it should have someone with a vision and not just a bunch of people. It's really easy to
What
tell
series?
when it's made by a committee.
Well, I believe the first Scary Movie was written by like 6 people, and it was a pretty good film. I guess that's the exception, not the rule, though.
Again, depends on how it's organized. Because if there's some visionary and other writers are more like not subservient is probably not the right term, but well, there's someone who is supervising them, and they are maybe like filling in the details or smoothing the rough edges of the writing, then it can work. But if they're like no leader among them and they just throw around ideas and try to assemble this jigsaw puzzle, usually it doesn't work.
Well, at least we're not. At least he's not Mark Hamill.
Shia LaBeouf.
Actual
Dude,
Kenneth
have you ever
Branagh.
seen the Rat City person special?
Oh,
That was a fucking shit show, man. Labs, you must well tell.
we can actually take a look at this. It's on YouTube, and it's like, imagine the worst 3D animated movie ever. Now make it 10 times worse than what you imagined.
Even worse than fucking Food Fight.
Much worse.
Oh Jesus!
A
Food
lot
Fight
worse.
looks
It's so
like
bad
Pixar
that
in
it.
comparison. I'm telling you. Okay, let me just find it real quick, because let's actually watch it, because it's a Christmas movie.
Oh,
What was it called? Rap? Yeah. And well, I mean, I found it yesterday, but now only the reaction videos to it.
Check the chat. I posted a link a while ago.
mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, I found it. Okay, so everyone go to the My Circle TV. Because it's... Oh, this is... Okay, I forgot.
Well,
Got
then
the
use-
link here, dude.
Is it kind of like Watch Together where you have to create your own room, or do you just, or are we just gonna click that link?
I have a room. I think I'll just... Yeah, I clicked... What the fuck? Why was it so slow? Yeah, I forgot that this My Circle is kinda on the slow side. Alright, it's thinking...
Maybe there's a lot of people there tonight. Maybe
Damn,
they're all
fix it.
having maybe all the fucking weebs are having parties, watching the new episodes or whatever shit's coming out tonight.
I can't believe that Funimation declared Demon Slayer as anime of the decade. What the fuck, man?
Okay, it's Demon Slayer is good, but it's not that good.
So how do I...
It's fucking Funimation. What do you expect?
Okay, so this is the link. So I'll post the link in the...
At least they didn't declare fucking SAO anime of the decade.
Okay, so I posted the link in the live stream chat channel.
Okay.
My server.
Okay, I'm clicking the damn link.
So we have someone.
Yeah, that's me.
When everyone joins, well, you can. Well, I'll start it. Oh, I also need to start the Windows capture. Oh, this is going to be something. And by the way, without looking it up, try to guess the budget.
Uh,
Oh wait,
Let's-
don't guess yet. You have to see the. Well, you
see it, and then we'll guess. Okay, hang
Yeah,
on.
at
First, I
least-
gotta get a drink.
because this is the thing. This looks like you know what I yesterday I realized what this looks like. Remember Johnny Yes Papa?
Ugh.
It looks like that, only unironic, because Johnny was made shitty on purpose, but this one, I
Yeah.
think they really did their best, and it's just that their best is not very good. And this was actually aired on national television. It was
Rap-
Yeah, of all
Rap City
things, this
Street
was aired
Kids,
on the
that sounds
WB before
more-
it became to CW.
This looks more like it should be called Rape City Street Kids.
Glebs.
Yeah.
No one guessed the budget, didn't they?
wait, don't ask them about budget yet. They need to watch this first, at least a bit. Welcome back. Cassie, check out the link in the live stream chat text channel. It's a link to the Watch Together. Watch Together, my circle, so we can watch this video together. It's like the worst animated movie, worst animated holiday movie. It makes Food Fight look like Pixar in comparison.
Oosh.
No,
yeah, we're
this
gonna
is
do a little bit of a MS3K on this, so
Yeah. So, Cassie, can you hear us? Oh.
I think she left.
Well, she just appeared here in the chat.
Oh,
She wasn't
okay.
there,
Well,
so-
yeah, I was still getting something to drink.
Okay, let's start watching and then. See. All right, prepare. This is something you don't see every day. Hopefully.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, we could hear you loud and clear.
Yeah, I was talking before. What movie were you guys talking
Oh,
about?
it's called Rap City Street Kids Believe in Santa.
Oh,
Apparently, this is the worst animated film ever.
Well, at least from what I've seen. But I mean, there are probably worse ones.
Yeah, I
but
mean-
this one has the distinction of being created for a major, TV network. It was aired on national television.
oh
and it
really?
has-
yeah,
some-
it was made by Warner Brothers of all people.
Yeah. and-
Fucking Warner Brothers.
Yes, and not only
Yeah.
that, but it has some pretty famous voice actors involved.
Oh God.
The most famous voice actor is none other than Mark Hamill.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, he'll do anything for money.
Yeah. Well, I
Nancy
guess
hopefully-
they
as well.
I guess they recorded the voiceover before they made the animation, so he might not even see this abomination.
Well, hopefully Keith David wasn't involved.
That's usually how they do it, though. They record the voiceover before they do the final animations. Like, they usually have the character designs first, but they like to watch the voice actors voice act so they can try and match their facials in the character.
It makes sense. The problem is that, when you see the animation. By the way, have you check out the link? The link is in the live stream chat. Oh, I can send you the link via DM. It's so we can watch it together. It's how when you pause, everyone else's video is paused at the same time. So, kind of what they use on like EFAP. I don't know what they use on EFAP, but something like that.
Striker, why'd you just leave?
Huh? Huh?
Striker just left.
Oh. Hopefully he'll be back.
Okay, I got the link.
So, alright, so you joined, then I'm pressing play. Just prepare yourselves. This is something you don't see often. And then, after watching a bit, you'll try to guess the budget. Is it playing for everyone, right?
I'm
Yeah,
seeing
it
him.
is.
Huh?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm seeing it, I don't see it playing. Oh, I need to activate it.
You can see high quality because when the screen tilted, rewind back. Notice that when the screen tilted, you can see that the snow doesn't go all the way, so there's a gap between where snow ends and the edge of the screen. Can you see that on the right?
Yeah, I see.
Oh yeah.
God,
Quality.
this looks like it's not even a student project. That's
I'll show
even
you the
worse.
Wikipedia page about this because there's some really funny stuff there.
How? How do they do that?
Well, I think that since it was made in 2002, so computers weren't very powerful. So to save time, they used like pre-rendered backgrounds as a static image. Like you know how many games in the PS1 era they would have 3D characters, but 2D pre-rendered backgrounds because you know PS1 didn't have enough processing power to render both the characters and the detailed backgrounds. So it's kind of like that, only really really bad.
PS1, well, am I gonna say it? The Nintendo
The thing
64
is
wasn't that
that
powerful either.
this was during the PlayStation 2 era, but this was a really crappy PlayStation 2 game.
Yeah, I think that even the worst PlayStation 2 games look better than this. Oh, I don't know. Maybe there are some really, really obscure bad ones I haven't seen, but yeah, this looks kind of. I don't know what it looks like, but it's bad. Also,
The
Comic
credits
Sans-
look like they come from Windows Movie Maker.
Yeah, it kind of looks like it. Also, Comic Sans.
It's in the fucking Comic Sans, yeah.
That's the thing. They probably do.
I wouldn't be surprised.
They probably edited the whole thing in Windows Movie Maker.
Yeah, it kind of looks like it.
Well, they definitely had to have rendered this background in something else, but
Yeah.
good God, these graphics.
But
They might
funny-
have just used like an existing background though.
Well, it's funny because the background is a mishmash of 3D objects, vector graphics, and like 2D really crude paintings, and they don't mesh together well. It looks like an eclectic mix.
This looks like something you'd see in a YTP.
Yeah, I've seen YTP with way better editing. Yes,
A lot
I
of people
compared
said
it-
the same.
The wheels of the bus aren't even moving.
Yeah, the perspective is all wrong because it's a stock image, like from clip art gallery. It's not. The bus is not actually 3D. It's a.
Are those composites?
Yeah.
Straight up.
Cause all the toys
Tree was moving.
electronic toys, video games, balls and bats. I
Well,
saw
look
a
at this
scooter
truck.
with a motor that was
The perspective is
strapped.
all wrong.
Booming Santa sleigh just
I
for
would
that.
do a better
I've been
job
told-
on fucking Flash.
Yeah, it kind of looks like really, really bad Newgrounds video, except that even the bad ones are probably better there.
You said it was on national television. Which nation?
Well, US, I think. Yeah, it was like on CW.
On the CW? Oh, did they not? Were they more interested in this and not making a fucking hour-long Christmas special of Dawson's Creek?
Let me. Let me read you excerpts from the Wikipedia page of this about this movie. Rhapsody Street Kids Believe in Santa is a 2002 musical Christmas animated television special. It is one of two known films produced by Colin Slater's Wolf Tracer Studios, featuring the voices of Walter Emmanuel Jones, Mark Hamill, Paige O'Hara, and Nancy Cartwright.
Oh my god, Paige O'Hara is in this?
Yeah. Believe in Santa tells a story of
I'm
how-
surprised her contract with Disney let her do this.
Well, it was
Dude.
2002. Did she have a contract with...
Jodie Benson was also on this.
Disney, for their princesses, Disney like keeps them under contract because you know they have like toys that come out,
Yeah.
Ah.
and if they need like their voices for the toys, they
Ah.
want them to have them under contract, so they're under contract as the official voice
Makes sense.
of the princess.
I guess it makes sense. So, wait, listen to this. Believe in Santa was broadcast throughout December in broadcast syndication in the top 100 markets. though its most prevalent distribution was through the WB100 Plus station group, which broadcasts the WB over cable and broadcast stations in smaller markets. It did not air on the WB itself as part of its primetime
It
schedule.
was syndicated.
Yeah, but still, it's like in the top 100 markets. So it's not some.
Cassie, you might want to know this, but Jodie Benson is also on this as well. So
Oh, really?
we got the voice actress for Ariel and the voice actress for Belle from Beauty and the Beast in this.
I am shocked because Disney pays them really good money to like stay on contract.
I do remember something about how the voice actress for Snow White was also under contract to the point where she couldn't reveal who she was or some shit.
She wasn't she was actually not allowed to voice, and she was under contract because they didn't want her to voice any other characters because they wanted people to associate her voice with Snow White. And they didn't want
That's
to.
some shit.
But she got paid like really good money. Like she got paid money for doing nothing.
Typical.
Ghost job. That's awesome. All right, now can we continue?
Yeah,
We'll
let's continue,
talk
because you haven't seen the worst yet. Just trust me. You'll see the worst when you see the faces, because all of the faces are tired from dealing with everything.
Are we gonna watch this whole thing?
Well, we can skip around, but you just need to see the levels of quality content.
Bats. I saw a scooter with a motor that was flat. I hope there's room in Santa's sleigh just for that. I've been told this time of year is forgiven. Give two, please, others. Santa, this is how I'm living.
Fuck's with
But
the
if you kindly find the
soundtrack?
time, deliver gifts 7, 8, and 9.
I like the music. Boom, boom, boom. It's great music. Mwah. Exquisite. But
Yeah, that was part of its time. They were really into rap music and shit.
In 2002, I think they moved on to like Avril Lavigne and stuff like that.
Look at the ground texture. It's like a really repeating, very small texture repeated all over and over, but with a really bad PS2 era blur filter. I feel like I'm drunk or something looking at it. Just what the hell is this? Oh, it gets worse. Trust me.
My list. I'm not selfish, I'm just driven.
Oh, and the guy who plays Ricky, the main character?
Oh, Jesus.
None other.
What the
None other.
fuck is that? What the fuck is that?
It gets worse.
What is that, Private Pile?
It gets worse.
Oh, dude, his voice actor is none other than the guy who played the Black Ranger in Power Rangers.
The fucking... From a distance, it looks like the fucking Wii avatars, but up close, it's even fugglier.
The original South Park, where they made it out of construction paper, looked better.
Oh yeah, the pilot episode.
Yeah, they're the real deal.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? The guy who plays the main character is also the same guy who played the Black Ranger in the Power Ranger series.
Yeah, you mentioned that.
Yeah.
I mean, of all things, I thought it was Phil Lamar though.
Just wait. It gets worse. Just watch.
Oh, come on.
Though it's cold outside.
Great walk cycle when it just strafes diagonally.
Holy shit! Where the hell are the shadows? Oh wait, there's no such thing as a shadow here.
Well, the shadows are the least of the problems of this. Yeah. Like none of these are like 3D objects. It looks like really.
And I thought JJ the jet plane looked like fucking ass.
Yeah. Well, the jet plane and the toy train, they kind of look like really low poly models, or someone trying, make a vector image that looks like a low poly model. I think it's the latter. Well, the giraffe looks okay. The bee is fugly as fuck. Look at this bee.
Honestly, it looks like something from Blender. I mean, the train alone looks like it was made out of Blender.
Oh, you mean like actual Blender? At first I thought you meant like the software that's called Blender for 3D
The
modeling.
software.
Look at this bee.
No, it looks like actually made something made out of an actual Blender, because you know. Let me show you what some stuff made in Blender looks like. For example, so there's like just search for Blender Open Movie on YouTube, and they releasing open source movies quite often, and just to compare what can be done in Blender, like for example, Sintel, for example. Okay. So what it looks like, just as a comparison.
Oh, speaking of planes, that looks like a rejected. That looks like a rejected plane designed for JJ the jet plane.
Yeah, I
Like
just
Bernard
said that. Yeah.
I know. I was saying that.
Watch, for example, Sintel, or well, their earlier open movie projects were, well, Sintel has a more traditional story, but like one of the first ones was it. Oh, what was it called? It was really surreal, and I'm still not sure what it was about. It's actually open to interpretation. Well, let's not pretend that we are like provide highbrow critique of fine art, but it's. I need to remember what it was called, but it's really weird. just watch it someday. Yeah, let's continue with this abomination.
This movie. Well, the short is actually straight up Kino, like in a bad way. This is Kino.
Let's see. Let's watch the bit of this, because I want to show some of the quality animations there. Because some of the animations are even worse than what we've seen. Yeah, but the way they shouldn't show him from the top down, because the way his head is rendered, it looks like a dog turd that was stepped on.
Dear God.
Okay.
What the fuck is up with his fingers? Jesus Christ.
They look like fucking hot dogs.
You know what they kind of more look like? A really early prototype robot hand or something. Because it's...
Robot hen?
Also, the fingers are way too long, and the palm is really short and malformed. Also, it's like the fingers don't go all the way to the palm, so it's like there's a gap. So the fingers are kind of detached and just hangs in the air somehow.
That
Animating
game, Ethnic
hands
Cleansing,
is really
had better,
hard.
graphics in this.
Also, the forearm, and it looks like, was it like a bellows or something? It's supposed to be bare skin, right? But it looks like
drawing hands alone is difficult, but animating him like Cassie said.
Well, it's
that's why most animated characters have 4 fingers.
Yeah, because well, it's easier to draw.
That's why the Simpsons have 4 fingers, huh?
Also, back in the day, well, nowadays it's well, when everything is animated on a computer, it doesn't matter that much. But back then, it was drawn. It saved a lot of time. Plus, well, I actually don't know why it's so.
I don't remember
time saving.
I don't remember which one it was. There was a show where it was a webcomic to distinguish one of the main distinction between because they had to mix 2 universes. One of the universes had 4 version had 4 fingers. The other had 5. Just to be able to do. It's like, what's the distinction between this Superman equivalent of this universe and the other? One has 5 fingers, the other has 4. It's like, okay, that's as good as any other.
Well, it's not very distinct. Usually you don't look at people's hands, so it's, I don't know how. You know, if they
Well,
look the
it's
same,
in a web,
the only
it's in a webcomic. It's in a webcomic, so you can look at them easily usually.
yeah, but still, it's kinda...
Comrade Glebs, I'll be honest with you. The only thing I'm actually more concerned about is the fucking thumb.
Yeah, it's like everything is wrong. It's like, the more you
Looks
look,
like,
the worse
it looks like
gets.
a deformed carrot.
Well, let's. Wait, you haven't seen the worst yet. Let's watch next because it gets
Dude,
worse.
I've seen the whole thing, but I'm just
It's
leaving you
all I
guys for
see.
for the surprise.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, and no more.
Yeah, old toy store. Oh, the sign is also really, you know, the letters are different height. It's supposed to be perspective, or it's like a really crooked. Also, nice low resolution texture of the snowflake, all blurry and jagged. What's up with this door? Is the... Oh, okay.
Where's the
I get it.
doorknob?
No, I think it's...
It's concave. Oh, dude, the poster.
Yeah. Well, it's like an attic or something. So...
Mama, I miss you.
You know
baby.
what's interesting? That happens
Mama?
to be
You gave me this
the teddy bear that his
'cause of
dead
love.
mother gave
So
to
I'll
him.
give this bear 'cause of love.
Miles Davis. Deaf, fool, and too highbrow to listen to Miles Davis.
But basically, they need to establish the idea that he's going to give it as a gift. And this is how long they have to...
Nicole.
What's up with this teddy bear flying around and then just creepily staring in the camera? What's...
Some Five Nights at Freddy's shit. Before Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah.
12 fucking years!
Oh, by the way, this is
I
the
have to
school.
dress
And
extra
they
cute.
misspelled the sign at the school. Yeah, excellence is misspelled. Also, I don't know what Rhapsody is. Probably it's misspelled Rhapsody, but really misspelled. Yeah, I
They
guess
have to make it edgy.
Yeah. It's a great school if even the sign at the front is misspelled.
Elementary.
Me fail English?
I
That's
have to
impossible.
dress extra cute. Then mommy schedules me for my own hair lady.
You're
Smithy!
Hey, Nicole, duck! I mean, dinosaur! I was just giving it some extra
Do you know what's
love.
crazy?
Huh?
The character, the bully in this show is voiced by none other than Nancy Cartwright, who also played Nelson Muntz in The Simpsons.
Yeah,
Bart Simpson.
yeah. Well,
She's
I
also
mentioned-
a crazy Scientologist.
Okay,
I
go
mean, I
figure.
did
It's
some.
Hollywood.
I mean, that's redundant to say crazy
Mm-hmm.
Scientologist, but
Dude, I can't even watch anything from Nancy Cartwright without that shit coming to my mind that she's a fucking Scientologist. Like, she worships Satan and shit.
Yeah. Well, it's... I mean, given that it's, you know, a lot of people... Again, people involved in, you know, production of entertainment media...
Yeah,
They have a propensity of believing stupid shit, so that's why all of them are like hardcore leftists. So Scientology isn't the craziest belief. Huh? You were saying something? Your volume is already kind of dripped a bit too low, so it's hard to say tell if you're speaking or not.
Oh, Gloves.
Yeah?
There is the crazy. Here's the crazy thing about this character. He actually sounds like Ralph Wiggum.
well, she plays well Friggum too.
Yeah, true. It's true. She does play him, but in this case, she tried to go for Nelson Muntz, but she ended up going with Ralph Wiggum as the kid's
usually,
voice.
I would blame the voice director because, well, voice actors, you know, usually when the voice acting is bad or kind of miscast, usually the blame goes mostly to the voice director, because no matter how good or bad the voice actors are, the voice director is the one who should you know, say that this is okay or this is not okay, we need another take. So usually if the voice acting is terrible, voice director is the one to blame mostly. Although some people,
It is
again,
true.
especially if the voice actor is actually good at the job and is quite distinguished and had good roles. In this case, it's pretty much the whole blame goes to the voice director.
Have you seen the voice acting in Garzu's Wing?
What?
Have you seen the voice acting in Garzu's Wing?
Garzy's, what is it?
Striker, you know what Garzu's Wing is, don't you?
You wouldn't believe it, but I never heard of it until now.
Oh my fucking god! It's considered all right. It's considered a notoriously bad OVA from like the mid '90s.
So it's. Don't think I've heard about it.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing. When it comes to early '90s anime, I'm not that proficient at them.
Well, you don't have to know all of them, but Garzu's Wing's considered like the Plan 9 of outer space of anime. It's the best way I could put it.
Oh.
You know what? Kenny Lord should actually review this. If I'm gonna have to check it out.
Hang on, I'll probably send you like a small reel for you to check out.
I know that the worst voice acting I've ever heard was from this game, Chaos Wars. You've probably seen it. I've shown you some clips of that as well. That's impossible. It makes Jill Sandwich sound almost perfect in comparison. Although just my favorite one was the voice actor who played Gaizan, because he was just chewing all the scenery. Oh, tis I, Gaizan!
In fact, I think I referenced it a couple of times in my previous videos, but
No sentí nada.
alright, I posted.
Oh, is that Garzy's Wing? Maybe I've
Sorry,
heard of it,
but
don't remember the name. There was this.
Oh dear God, this is unrelated, but apparently Puerto Rico has been shaken tonight. A couple of earthquakes got detected.
Oh no! Hopefully, we won't get any tsunamis in the aftermath.
Sarcasm aside, I'm gonna fucking die. So nice knowing you guys.
We're gonna press F to pay respects.
And get rid of it, guys. All right, keep going.
Okay, let's play this.
Pressure to buggy is just too much for me to resist.
Whoa, the pressure's really getting to Smithy. Todd, come on! Ricky's gonna decorate the tree.
Let's just see what Ricky Rhinemaster can do.
Hey, watch me help him. Hands up, Ricky!
Look at the face.
Whoa, look at all the ornaments. Hey, Ricky, hang 10.
Did this, he say hang time to a black kid?
Yeah, he did.
I'm not saying anything, but it's... Okay, I won't comment on that. By the way, those characters in the background, they don't even look like 3D models. They look like vector drawings made to look like really shitty 3D models. I don't even know anymore what's what.
Go, Ricky, go!
I like how when she is laughing, she has to just swing her upper body forward and
I'm a
backward.
decorating master, no one is faster. Don't you know I'm a Christmas tree blaster?
Wow, Ricky, that's not bad. For you.
Don't get a swelled head. You're still.
I like how he's just tossing the crap on the tree.
Yeah. I like how this is, you're still not one of us. That's because I'm black?
Wait a minute. Did I just hear
racism, but it kind of looks like this is hanging time. Okay, I won't comment on this.
Now black people ruin Christmas again.
Wait a minute. Did I just hear not bad for you? Like, this is Bane posted before Bane posting became a thing.
Well, watching this is extremely painful, even for a big guy.
Yeah, even for him.
Yeah.
Why does he have a scarf on his mouth? Like, inside?
Because he's Antifa.
It kind of reminds me of this. Have you seen Kung Fury? There was this ninja in the beginning with the scarf like that. Oh, it didn't last for long, but it's in the Kung Fury origin story.
Kung
let's
Fury,
not compare Kung
there
Fury
is
to this.
Betty. From now on, you will call me Betty.
It even gets worse than this, but not by much. You'll oh yeah, great animation.
What the?
I'm a little. I'm just like a second or two behind you guys. It's
a tough break,
mine
Ricky.
No, man.
stopped for some reason.
Well, you can reload the webpage. Well,
Also, why does one of the bullies look like a fucking emo kid slightly before emo was a thing?
This movie was ahead of its time.
At least in that one regard. And not in a particularly good way.
Well, I know if an emo kid would be a bully because he can't see anything with his haircut. So I don't know how good of a bully he would be. It's usually emo just stumbling and falling all over the place.
Yeah.
Well, being an emo, doesn't prevent him from being a young Klansman.
That's a lot of tough breaks. All over the place.
Just one tinsel too many.
Hey, Ricky, good job. Looks like you made a smash hit already.
It's still a nice tree, no matter what Todd says. He can't bother me. Now when
Did they run out of money when they were animating the guy with scarf on his face, and they just decided to do that?
Especially the voice he does. It sounds like the voice of an NPC in a shitty RPG.
Well, I
Like,
understand
good job,
why they would
you
put a
did the
scarf
quest.
over his mouth, because they're saving on animating his mouth. But it just doesn't make sense that that's like the one character they decided to save money on.
And then they fucking animate him like fucking Kenny. Maybe that was the point. Maybe they wanted to make their own version of Kenny.
You know what's actually mind-boggling?
Hmm?
The fact that Rambo Genius is actually a better cartoon, considering how well done it's done.
Well, the Red Boy Genius is supposed to look shitty. This one, they tried to make it look not shit. Also, I like how he says that this tree still looks good. No, it doesn't. Nothing here looks good, but the tree is bad even by this animation standard. Look at this blurry, low-resolution texture. If your texture is so low-res, you shouldn't film it so... shouldn't put it so close to the virtual camera. Just don't take close-up shots of it if the resolution is, tiny.
Yeah.
So look at this.
I have friends like you.
Thanks, Ricky. We need a kid band with you rapping a song about me. Smithy, the cool dude.
Smithy's small and round. He's closest
I
to
thought
the
that
ground.
character
He's
was an
nobody's fool.
adult when I first saw it.
Well, it's
The one
a
with the
hallmark of
scarf.
bad animation
He's
when
from
the
cold
height
to
is
honey.
consistent.
I know she's into money. From
I
me
just
she can't
realized
hide 'cause I know she's
the
good
black kid,
inside.
Yeah,
he has
you're
more hair
pretty
than
cool,
head.
Ricky, except for liking Nicole.
Well, those are
That's
dreads, I think.
gross.
Still,
Class. Sit
there's more volume
down.
of hair than volume
You
of head.
too, young
I like how
this
she
fucking part.
moves like an automaton. Look at her movements.
Miss Nicole.
Yeah, Nicole. Sit pretty.
Not funny.
Now sit down. Police.
Yeah, Ricky. Don't you know how
Police!
Police!
to sit? Or can you only fall down? That's
Look at the glitchy hair.
Yeah, Ricky. Don't you know how to sit? Or can you only fall
This
down?
part of the hair just glitches out.
Spin round and round and find the ground. Pow!
Hey, Ricky, let me know anytime
They
you
must
wanna
have
fall
spent
down
all their
again.
money on the
I'll be glad to
voice
shove you in the
actors
right
and
direction.
then ran out of money for the animation.
Well, they probably
I'm
also spend it on, Substances that look like snow but aren't snow.
Let's get ready for recess.
Good. I'm ready to skate bigger and
Something
faster
Dr.
than my mom
Roxo
can
would
make the biggest
partake
sandwich
in.
in the
Yeah.
world.
Oh, recess.
Also, actually, now I know I've heard about Garzy's wing. Just forgot the name because well, I saw the preview image and yeah, I remember Red Bard made a video about it. And yes, the voice acting is something.
When we return, we will exchange gifts. Can't we please give out our presents now? Please? Pretty please? I said after recess because I need a recess. Okay, let's go out and do
This
some
cartoon
shopping.
isn't very politically correct because all the black people aren't
That will be
celebrating
enough,
Kwanzaa.
Ricky. Okay. I'll save my wrapping for the presents. Make sure all of you are
Also,
bundled up
and
good.
so-
I don't think your parents would appreciate
Well,
runny
if
noses
you
over vacation.
cut out all the
Am I
boring
right,
parts of
Smithy?
this, that where nothing much happens, you
Mrs.
can
Parmington.
cut out like half of the movie.
Remember, come in promptly
40 minutes,
the bell.
and
Teacher,
there isn't
don't
plot
you worry.
for 40
Be
minutes.
right
There's
back.
a lot less.
In a hurry.
Not even like a filler. It's just
I think I'll ask Santa for a vacation to a beautiful
stuff where nothing is
white
happening.
island.
Scenes that go nowhere.
Those fucking snowmen! They look
those
like
are
monsters!
2D drawings, like vector drawings. Look so out of place.
But even that, they look evil!
Yeah, they look 2D.
The animation, the quality. Why he was... It's like even ice doesn't have so little friction that you
They
just...
don't even have figure skates on.
I'm gonna get you, Smithy!
The
I'm gonna
cameras are
take
just
your
wrong too.
sandwich! You won't
Oh
get
shit,
away
double
from
hit
me.
with a snowball.
I'll get him for you, Todd. He's not.
Why are they on the
What
ice with
cycle?
their shoes?
Bully boy. No one
What's up with the
catches
tiny,
this
tiny
man.
legs? Those are like
I'm getting
Lego
on you,
character legs.
Smithy.
Look at this. They're like they're supposed to be midget or something.
Got ya.
The guy in the purple sweater looks like he's got like a horrible scar on his face.
Hang on, Tug!
He has a rape face.
Look, a tug of war. I'm betting on Smithy.
Hey, Todd. I can feel a big tug. Get it? Big tug?
Yeah.
What's with the fucking puns?
You're asking for it.
I'll get you good, Smithy!
Oh, by the way, note look at the when characters disappear from the screen. They disappear before they are off camera. Look at this.
I'll get you good, Smithy!
Pew! Oh, it actually didn't disappear. They just changed speed
Watch me,
immediately,
everyone.
really quickly.
Watch what I can do.
I'll watch you, Nicole.
I'm a figure skating coach, so I can tell you that is not a jump.
And I didn't think it could get any colder
My
out here.
god.
Come on, Lene.
And you don't skate with your shoes on.
Famous skaters.
T-posing to show dominance.
Assert their dominance.
T posing to assert their dominance.
I'm almost there!
You better give up. If you know what's
Why
good
would
for
you know,
Yeah.
let someone drag yourself like that? Because you'll get all dirty. Unless he's trying to wipe the ice clean or something with his body.
And they have an ice rink behind their class, behind their school.
That is not how a sandwich looks like.
Give me back my sandwich, or you'll be sorry. Nobody messes with my food and gets away with it.
Come on, Smithy. Didn't your mommy teach you to share?
No!
No!
Yeah,
That
nobody
sandwich
makes out
looks
with my
like a
sandwich.
penis.
Oh god.
You are back where you belong.
I said get off!
They don't want to show his mouth at all. Even when he's devouring the sandwich, the scarf doesn't come off. Also, look at the low FPS, like cinematic 5 FPS animation.
From the grab bag,
Hey,
Nicole.
what's up with the random camera zoom in and zoom out?
Oh,
What
What's
the
wrong
hell?
with her
so
chin?
cool. I wish I had one. Here. Cheap is not cool, Lene. Now my gift's the best. It
What's
came
wrong
from
with your
Mom.
face?
I bought that for the grab bag, Nicole. It's a great
Mass Effect and
reindeer.
drum in the
I
face.
picked her out myself.
Just tired from dealing with everything.
Miss Parmington, get him away from me!
Get him away from me.
That means he likes
What are they
you.
trying to
He
pretend
just
that they're
doesn't
robots?
know he does.
What's up with those movements?
Yeah, Mrs. Parmington.
Class, I need your attention. And I need the calm fairy to dust this room.
This is
Also,
such
the
a great time of year,
Teacher's
Miss
model doesn't look
Parrington.
like the
How are you and our
like
little
it's made
angels
by different
doing?
people than
Our
the
little
school
angels
children
are
models.
doing just fine. Thank you very much.
Hello, sir. I hope you have a really, really happy holiday.
Why, thank you, Lene. I just wanted to pop in and wish you all a Merry Christmas. And you too
Why are all the
have a
teachers
happy
black
holiday,
and all the
Miss
students
Parrington.
white, except for the main character?
As well.
Well,
I know
that's-
that my family is just going to spoil
That's something they do.
They look like they're
In
brain
2002,
dead.
it was actually ahead of their
Parmington
time
household.
because
Yeah.
that's something they do in movies and TV shows now. They make the black people in positions of power.
Wait! Look at those! Look at the teachers. They look stoned out of their minds.
Know that my
Look at their
family
animations.
is just going to spoil.
Well, most
you
teachers
right
are
to the
stoned out of their
ground.
minds. They're stoned or drunk.
Am I
It's been
seeing
another
things?
Wonderful year in the
Whoa.
Parmington household.
Whoa.
This is what happens when you do
Whoa.
cocaine in a teacher's lunch.
Slowly backs away. What the hell is this?
Okay, children, I wish you all a
This is
wonderful
actually one of the
holiday.
best
Now,
scenes
please
of
clean up
this
your
special.
area
This is
before you
quality.
leave. Remember, things in order teaches you good skills. Yeah. I guess those skills come later.
Hey, Ricky! Where'd you get the ratty old bear? Does it walk you home from
Oh
school?
boy, here we go.
He probably has music playing in his head the way he's rocking back and forth.
Cool. Hey, dude, can I listen?
Well, I was waiting for Nicole.
Well, what do you want, Ricky? What could we possibly have to talk about?
We can all discover something important about giving, just like Santa.
Santa Claus?
Duh! You know the very important man that won't visit you if you're not good?
Does Santa shop at the mall? No. So that makes me perfect since all of my presents come from the mall.
You're perfectly weird.
Why is she so much taller than him?
I know that's mine. It better be good.
This is from the heart. Merry Christmas, Nicole.
Jesus, what a compliment.
Have you lost your mind? Are you
Ooh,
trying to
best
embarrass
part.
me? I can't even exchange this nasty old thing.
That is legit the best part of this movie.
You might
You
be
was a
smart
fucking
with books,
savage.
but you sure are stupid. I give you a real gift, and you don't get it.
Are these people supposed to be
God.
teenagers? Why do they talk like fucking
Who do you think you
7-year-olds?
are, treating people the way you do? It's really gross that Ricky likes you, but he's my friend, and you're not.
Whatever.
Take a look at
this
what's
is
her
so
name,
great.
Nicole's
I
hair.
know you like this
You
stuff,
notice
Nicole.
something?
Yeah, it's
It's sold
bleeding
in the
through her
malls,
shirt.
So I know they spent
Her
lots
shirt's
of
Oh,
bleeding
money.
and
through
by
her
the way,
hair.
Rhapsody,
And we go to
Rhapsody
this
is
really big
by,
store.
spelled correctly
And
on
it
the
starts with
sign.
a W.
Whatever.
Like
Asking who
slave
got the
also,
candle?
it's-
What the?
Nothing here belongs together. All the art styles are
Ricky,
different.
who gave you that candle?
That is a really mean thing to
The old
say.
lady actually sounds like she's
What
trying
the
to
fuck
spill
is
like
that
about
door? I know it's a window. It goes to the direct to the ground. I don't even have a foot to the ground. What the fuck?
Like a shop window. From ground to
Dear
the
Santa,
ceiling.
please send me a video box. And please send toys to all the kids in my class.
This is
Even
tiring.
Nicole. I gave
Like how
her
the
my
fictional
special
game console is called the video
that
box.
Mama gave me before the angels took her. Thank you.
No, you could just
Your
make something
friend,
with a more
Ricky
generic name. A
Rogers.
video box.
There.
Oh god, this
All done.
part.
Oh, my baby must be sending letters. I'll be back in a hurry, great grandma.
Dude,
Always in a
Clex.
Uh,
Pause at that part where it says to Ricky at Santa Claus.
oh, when he loses the letter.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey, Cassie, you alright?
Cassie, you're making such sounds that may.
Stop sniffing coke.
Yeah, or share with
That's how
us
you
at
drink.
least.
Yes, at least share it. Sharing is
I'm sorry. I'm like, I was I was thinking real hard, and I was leaning against my mic.
Well, I need. One moment, I need to think myself. Okay, time to continue.
I was leaning against my mic because I'm wearing like an
Yeah.
earphones that are like wireless earphones. So I was like leaning against my mic.
Right. Oh, by the way, did you notice the
She was
speech
doing a
pattern
little
of
rub
Granny?
job
Because
on
she
her
speaks
to her
like
microphone.
well, she she speaks like she has a really bad internet connection.
Ricky, who?
See,
Oh, did someone pause?
Grandma.
I didn't.
My baby must be sending letters. I'll be back in a hurry, great grandma. Always in a hurry.
By the way, was it
What
supposed
the
to? Ricky was supposed to be saying that, but Grandma's lips were moving, so really confusing.
There. All done. Oh, my baby must be sending letters. I'll be back.
Yeah. This is what the grandma was supposed to be saying, but her lips were not moving. So they animated the wrong character lip movement for the scene because the grandma is speaking. That's how the grandma is speaking.
Is anyone by any chance familiar with Mad TV?
Yes. Everyone
Yeah, I watched a little bit of it. I never really liked it.
Okay. Granny's voice actress is none other than Deborah Wilson.
Okay, I know who she is.
I don't.
Well, she was one of the most popular actresses in that show, and
Your volume is again way too low. What's up with your oscillating volume?
basically she was the most popular, one of the most popular actresses in Mad TV, and well, she one of her most famous roles was Bunifa Latifa Sharifa Khalifa Jackson. And Whitney Houston. Alright, keep playing that shit.
In a hurry, great grandma.
Yeah, they animated the lip movement wrong. Quality. Also, I like how it just casually loses one of the letters and doesn't notice.
Wow.
Let's try again. To Santa Claus at the North Pole from Ricky. Yeah, that's not how you write that. There's especially the ampersand at the at. Yeah, also I like how there's like there's a random sign that says North Pole there. Like, who does this? Why do you need to know where the North Pole is?
I guess it's supposed to be a decoration, but maybe that's being too charitable to this fucking
No, it's supposed to be a
atrocious.
decoration.
It's hard to tell what is supposed to be like that or is it just. Also, I like how they managed to fuck up the size of the Christmas decoration on the. I don't think it's supposed to be like an egg shape. It's supposed to be a bit more round, but you see the blue one, the blue ball. Oh, this quality. Oh yeah, it's make sure you know what it's written there. Just lingers in the air. Yeah, we saw this already, don't... Why do they spend so much time showing this envelope flying around?
Who knows?
This movie. And just...
Hope you get lots of stuff. I know I will.
I hope she
What
makes
do you
lots of
think Santa
spaghetti!
will bring you this year? You still believe in Santa Claus? That's so last year. I suppose the tooth fairy still comes for your baby teeth.
Yeah, it's
You
the
having a
current
seizure
year.
or something, bitch?
Probably.
What's up with her occupation? Oh, this is the,
Dear
the
God,
whole
what's
thing is
wrong
like,
with
this
her mouth?
really weird laugh is perfect for this spastic animation. It looks like she's, you know, short-circuiting. Her head shape is so wrong.
Santa Claus!
Has my princess
You are made of
been a
bitch.
good girl
You
today?
know that?
Not only have I been good today, but I've been a good girl all year long. You know I'm the bestest kid in the world.
The
I know you
bestest
are.
kid?
And I'm the
Oh my
luckiest girl in the
god.
world.
Apparently not in English.
Look at me, look and you'll see.
What's up with the random camera
the
angles
best
for no reason?
kid
Just...
in the world. Look at me.
Also,
look.
the mirror reflection doesn't match the size of the real object.
Damn, I
I
just
mean,
noticed that.
it could be if the mirror was like slightly curved, like the shaving mirrors, but I don't think this is deliberate. It's just they didn't make a reflection properly. I bet they actually there's a hole in the wall and there's a second model there, and they couldn't match them by size because I don't think it's an actual reflection.
That looks like a portal to an alternate dimension.
Yeah, well, actually, it's kind of how they often do mirror effects when... remember Terminator 2, the scene where they had to open Terminator's head and, reboot him. And so the mirror there is actually... there's no mirror, it's a hole in the wall, and there behind the wall, the real Arnold sits, but in front of the mirror where the camera only shows the back of the head, that's the dummy. Where they, have the head open, and back there in the quote-unquote mirror, there was Linda Hamilton's twin sister, repeating her movements to simulate their mirror reflection. It's actually a very low-tech, very old-school method, but it works really well when it's done right. But here, let's move on.
And you'll see just how good I can be. 'Cause on Christmas Eve, old Santa will see.
Yeah, remember she made fun of her friend for believing in Santa, but now when she's alone, she's actually a secret Santa believer.
Well, but didn't she just tell? I thought she just told her mom that she was really good, so I thought that she was telling her mom that because she knows her mom gives her all of her presents.
Yeah, but she says that Santa will see, and it's actually never explained why. It sounds like it's since those two scenes are side by side, you think that it's a plot point, it will be resolved, but no, it's a setup with no payoff. It's like Chekhov's gun that never fires. What's up with that? I guess that the skills of the people who wrote the story are just as good as the skills of the animators. Like everything is bad about this.
In the world is me, don't you see? Look at me, my room's spotless, everything in a row.
Yeah, spotless because they can't animate stuff in there for shit.
Behind my ears are so clean. 'Cause on Christmas Eve,
Is she dancing or is she doing
old
exercises?
Santa will see the best kid in the world is me. Don't you see? Look at me, straight A student. Homework's
Look at her
always on
fingers.
time.
Look at her arms. Look at her fingers. Look at what the hell?
A student.
Look at those fingers.
Homework's always on
So
time.
by the way,
Oh my god, they look like claws. Get away from me, you fucking demon!
It's so bad. The whole body is misshapen and malformed. And no proportions are correct. Everything is just off.
Tell me what else you might believe. Hey, old Santa Claus, you know
The eyes are so
so you know
bug-eyed.
Holy shit, the fucking eyes!
to be like that kid who I said I was. Oh, I know I could be.
Fucking Christ, this thing's tickle way down, dude.
Old Santa will see the best kid in the world is me. Don't you see?
It just got blurry around her. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's actually.
Don't you see?
Maybe it was like a compression artifact. I didn't notice anything.
Why is her ass so misshapen? Jesus Christ.
Everything
She's
is
thick.
misshapen.
She got a thick ass.
Hey, thanks, Santa Claus. You're the best guy that I know. And thanks, Santa Claus, you made me feel like
Oh wait, is she saying Santa Claus, you are the best guy I know? Is she coming on to him? Girl,
Maybe.
don't you think that you have a bit of a age difference? No, I know that some girls like older men, but come on, there's that and there's then
the next level.
yeah, it's creepy.
Or if they go far enough, there will be the next generation.
thanks, Santa Claus, you made me feel like the best kid in the world.
That's really creepy. Oh, you're such a great guy. You made me feel like the best kid in the world. Who wrote those lyrics? That doesn't sound
God.
right at all.
That.
Jesus.
That's a bra moment.
Bruh.
That's a yikes from me.
Bruh.
Exactly. That's a yikes for everybody.
Bruh.
How often are they going to show this stupid snowflake?
How large this snowflake is? Exactly.
Over 9,000
How often
times.
do you think they can make it?
It's.
Well,
I don't think they're supposed to be that big.
that looks. It looks like it's the size of a manhole.
Maybe it's like one of those oversized ornaments that is blown by the wind. It's not an actual snowflake. And it's lingering in there. Why are we
Well,
showing
there
this?
must be a Santa Claus. Oh,
No, she's saying there must be Santa Claus, even though she laughed at her friend for believing in Santa. Again, they are setting it up as a plot point, but it's not resolved.
Cole seems sure that there isn't. I don't know. What am I gonna believe?
Oh, it's not her. Oh, it's her friend.
Nanette?
About that. And it's
Honey, is something bothering you?
No, nothing. When's Daddy coming home?
Soon. Right after he picks up the Christmas tree. Why don't you play with your little sister until then?
Well, I love Jenna, Mom, but I just want to wait for Daddy, okay?
yeah, she's a ventriloquist because look at her mouth isn't moving while she's speaking.
Wait to see
Why is she so obsessed with waiting for her dad?
Maybe she has daddy issues.
They have all the issues. They certainly have issues. Like everything here has issues. Also, look at the low resolution
Ricky has
Gloria.
mommy issues.
You know the.
Nicole has old man issues.
Yeah, but look at the curtains. Look how blurry and low resolution they are. They couldn't draw their own curtain texture with high resolution. Like there's nothing to it, literally. What is it?
And it's the same. Isn't it the same wallpaper that was in the other girl's room?
Well,
Yeah.
I guess they all shop at the same. Maybe it's a small town and they have only one store for home improvement, and they don't have a wide selection. I don't know. Or maybe they're just reusing the same texture because they're too lazy.
Yeah, LeMay. What kind of name is LeMay? Holy shit.
The funny thing is that like wallpaper texture is nothing hard to do. Like they could just go to a store and take pictures. In 2002 there were already digital cameras, and you don't need high resolution for this raptastic production.
Dude, Labs, take a look at her mother's chin.
Well, if you look at her mother, like everything about her is wrong. Like the figure. I mean, I'm not the one to say where are her organs, but in this case, where are her organs? What the hell?
Dude.
Like everything is so misshaped. Whoa. But yeah, her chin looks like she's.
Looks like something from some yaoi manga or some shit.
Oh,
yeah. Chiseled diamonds.
Her chin makes me think that she might be related to Moon Man.
Here comes the crazy chin.
Oh,
I got a picture with Moon Man when I was about 14.
Oh, I remember.
Damn.
Moon Man,
Yeah,
Moon Man, can't you see?
I met Moon Man when I was like 14 or 15.
Did he tell you about the master plan?
I don't think he'd crafted it quite yet, because this was before he became really famous, but...
Yeah, but she looks like Moon Man from this angle. And this.
That's fine.
Nice how her hair clips through her shoulder. Look at this.
Daddy, okay?
Just behind the shoulder,
That's fine.
in front of the shoulder.
Nana is on her way as well, so we can all decorate the tree.
Quality.
As a family. Come on. It's Christmas. Cheer up.
Damn, LeMay and her mother look like straight up NPCs. Like literal NPCs.
Cheer up, you little shit.
What's up with her?
Cheer up, evil kid.
Wobbling randomly.
I wonder what that letter is doing out there.
How can she even
It just
see
sounded like, for a second there, it sounded like the score was ripping off Beauty and the Beast.
I wonder how did she even notice this letter? Letter was quite a ways away, and it was like white letter on top of white snow. She has really good
Well, the
eyesight.
snow's kind of gray.
But then again, her eyes are so huge. Then maybe she does have great eyesight. If those bulging eyes are any indication.
Even Nicole. I gave her my special bear that Mommy... Oh no, Ricky. What have I done?
Like her shows, what have I done? And the camera still shows her doing nothing. Great editing.
Done.
Okay, why are we still looking at her?
You just got to it. Isn't that what Santa does?
This is how she talks all the time. Listen to this. Let me the volume a bit.
You just got to it. Isn't that what Santa does? It was from.
Also, look at her shoulder ends abruptly before the frame ends. Look at this quality.
My heart. Oh, see,
Ricky sounds like Lego figurines for real.
What is now? She doesn't get it. Oh, Christmas. Oh, how?
Christmas. Yeah.
That's what all black people sound like, to be fair.
Old black women.
Yeah.
So they're glitching.
You guys, you shouldn't be making fun of the way she talks. It's AAVE.
Or Ebonics. So basically she's
No,
speaking
it's
in Ebonics.
AAVE. It's African American Vernacular.
Fuck you, it's called Ebonics, dude.
I know. I was in a Facebook. There was a Facebook thread talking about this earlier that I was watching, and someone was going off. It was funny.
You know what? Ebonics has nothing on the pigeon. They eat the poo-poo.
Ah, pigeon. Now that is a proper language.
Yeah.
Brother. Brother, we must kill the gays.
That's a great quote out of context.
God bless Uganda.
Yes. Anyways, let's continue because it's the animation won't get any better.
When I feel so bad.
Why are her lips animated when Ricky is talking?
Hey, Nicole, we're looking for Ricky's bear.
I've got to find it.
Oh boy, here comes trouble.
If I didn't see it, I wouldn't believe it. Let me guess. You were thrown out of the mall, so you're shopping at the dumpster. Do they take credit cards?
Yeah, the poor little princess is turned into a garbage man.
Nicole, the Ice Queen.
Why he can't even see anything? Why he's commenting?
Also, his hand is on backwards.
Dear God. The more I see this hand, the more cut do I get. The fucking dumb man.
That guy in the back,
God,
he looks
no.
like he kissed the wall while running. Because look at this.
Yeah, I see it.
Hey, when you melt, your hair is gonna be a mess.
You know, this guy should say that someone else's hair is going to be a mess.
Yeah, you fucking scene kid, piece of shit.
But
I wish
they're
I
laughing
could
animation.
see you.
Queen.
I wish you could see
Hey,
you,
when you
dumb
melt,
motherfucker.
your hair is gonna be a mess.
Very funny. Don't.
Is she the only one whose ass? Is she the only one whose ass is animated improperly?
I'm more surprised by the really,
disturbing.
really blurry garbage cans.
Looks like it's from a distance.
It's like, you know, when you play Skyrim and it glitches out and uses the wrong LOD, so it's like it uses the textures that should be viewed from afar when you're up close. Have you seen this ever happen? It's kind of a common glitch. That's what it looks like.
Just stand there. Help me find that bear.
Yeah. Smithy, you should help us too.
What is it about girls being so bossy anyway? Gee whiz.
Come on, guys, let's get out of here.
It's like, why he's complaining that those girls are bossy? It's not like they forced him to help them, right? I bet he probably volunteered, so why he's complaining?
Very delicate. It's a question of college. Ricky Spencer.
We've got a guy. I believe is he's making a lot of calls to Doug. He looks a lot like Doug. Pastor.
This TV's on way too loud.
Oh, that's stepped into the other room for a second.
Oh, okay. Let's get with this because this is not going to get any better.
Have fun digging in the trash. Hope you find the garbage you're looking for.
Don't forget to take a bath before Christmas. You girls stink enough as it is. And now Smithy smells worse than before.
Yeah, smelly Smithy, and princess of the trash, Nicole.
Come on, let's get out of here before someone sees us with them. Or smells us with them.
Those guys
My
are so
God, this
lame.
thing's so fucking
Never mind
weak.
them. Ricky's mom gave him that bear. I can't let him give me
Great
something
zingers
so
there, just
special.
amazing
I've got to find it
one-liners.
for him.
Nicole, you killed the bear. Now he's gone to trash heaven, and poor Ricky is gonna cry because of you.
Oh, come on, Smithy, please. It's for Ricky. Help us find it.
Smithy,
Where could it be?
you haven't eaten that sandwich
I've
yet?
seen the cleaning man take trash down in the basement before. Maybe it's there.
Gloves.
Gee, do I have to come?
Smithy's nose looks like a dick. I am not joking. Look at his face.
That's like everything here doesn't look like it was supposed to look like.
Dude, he's been digging garbage with that sandwich on his hand. When he eats it, he's gonna either die or get food poisoning.
Also, I like how they put the sign next to the door right behind the tree, so it's hard to read what it says. Right, it's a great position because that's the best place to put it. So unless you're really close, you can't see what it says.
Do not enter.
Janitorial services, I guess it's janitorial services only.
Basically, that's the janitor's room.
Yeah, but the fact that this sign is behind a tree is great positioning. Unless this sign was there before the tree grew, or maybe it's like a really ancient sign.
Come up with all the answers or what?
The door isn't even opening. They just shrinking the texture because it's the door is not 3D. The door is just an image, and they are squishing it horizontally.
My God, the fact this has 2 doors though.
Imagine not even being able to animate a door in 3D. Just quality.
Smithy! I love creeping out creepy girls.
I love creeping out creepy girls.
gross.
What the fuck?
Look,
This dialogue. Let's listen to this again because this is quality.
creeping out
Dude.
Smithy! I love creeping out creepy girls.
This is gross.
Look, a spider!
No!
Oh,
not.
They couldn't even animate a spider. Oh wait, there's no spider. He's just calling them. Maybe there was supposed to be spider, but they couldn't animate it, so decided to not do it. This is quality.
Funny, Smithy.
This is classic! Twice in one shot! I can so blackmail you guys!
You will be black and blue if anyone hears about this. Now keep looking.
You know what this shit reminds me of?
Hmm?
You know what this shit actually reminds me of, animation-wise?
Hmm?
It was a Canadian TV show called Anaconda.
Oh,
Oh
one.
God, yeah.
Angela
Anaconda. Sorry, Angela
Yeah.
Anaconda.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
but that
quite as
that
bad.
actually had like a more that was stylized.
Yeah, there was actually a.
Yeah, it
specific
was
style.
intentionally looking like that.
Yeah, but this is just. I don't know what kind of
Pure
style it is.
incompetent.
It's just the style is called. They can't use proper 3D modeling software normally, so it's. They tried their best, but this is just their best.
Well, look at that nose.
Nah, well, yeah, it's.
Now what do we do?
How about the junkyard?
Oh no, not that.
Do you want to find the bear or not?
What was he doing there? Look at this guy.
Do you want to find the bear or not?
What was he doing?
Okay, but I'm definitely going to throw this outfit away. Not to mention have my nails done.
Your nails? Gee, I will never understand girls. Being a boy is definitely better. Yes!
What?
I saved you again, my friend!
Well, let's watch it again, because this is the greatest thing that was ever animated. Let's see what happens.
Yes!
So he rushed, and so he accidentally dropped his sandwich in the air, and then rushed so quickly that he, slammed into this guy, then teleported in front and was standing still, and then caught the sandwich.
It's pretty talented.
Yeah, look at this. And then he's standing still.
Yes! I saved you again, my friend!
You just wait. Your time will come and I'll be right there to get you.
Yeah, Smithy. All the sandwiches in the world won't make you skate faster next time.
Cool. Stinky Smithy chasing a skater sandwich.
The big bad bullies think they're smart.
Sorry,
We'll just see about
this thing
that.
is giving me AIDS.
We can't let them see
You
us
got
or our
AIDS.
plan won't work.
Yeah, this is giving me eye cancer.
Oh, by the way, I like how apparently for some reason trash from the school, trash cans was dumped into this automobile graveyard. Unless
Seems
someone
legit.
was-
I said seems legit.
Yeah, unless someone threw all those cars into the trash can as well. Given the logic of this movie, everything is possible.
Great. They're good at
I'm
digging
switching
through
rooms
trash.
again, so you'll
Maybe
probably
they'll
hear the
find us some
TV.
cool stuff.
Yeah,
Mute yourself.
they can find it, and we can take it. Maybe we can build a cool fort out of this junk.
It's so their plan is to wait for those to find some cool stuff and then take it away from them. What? This makes so little sense. Also, there's like a lonely toilet among all the cars. And a lonely, I guess what it is, microwave oven? Maybe. Although it's like a microwave oven with a door? What the hell is this? I don't know.
Who's gonna hear us? What? Which what?
They are.
Guard dogs!
What?
Those are guard dogs, I don't know. It's the size of chihuahuas.
Some guard dogs.
You must smell like dog food! Hey,
Looks like they were inbred as well, because just those are two ugly dogs.
What are you gonna do? The doggies are going.
Oh my god.
Running from dogs that look like they'd fly if you kicked them.
I don't think
look
those
like-
are
they look
perfect
like
for
winter
guarding
dogs.
a junkyard. Maybe.
Dude, one of them is a fucking winter dog. What the fuck?
Gonna get you.
I like this vicious bark. Ow, ow, ow.
Yes.
Also, what's
Okay,
up with
well,
those cars?
looks like what-
What's up with those cars?
Okay, I can say the small one is called Killer and the second one is called Rambo.
Also, the car sizes. Look, if those dogs are tiny, but those cars are also not like human size. Are those cars size for the dogs?
Those cars also look like they're blended into the background.
Oh, that's because they are not
You
3D.
know-
Actually, they are drawn, and the proportions are all wrong. So it's
Damn.
Yeah, and it looks like they didn't finish painting them.
yeah, looks like it. Also, look at the cars in the back. The snow is painted on like using some half decent painting program, but one of the cars is the snow is painted using like MS Paint, where this spray
Oh my
tool in
god!
MS Paint.
You're right.
It's like the eraser in MS Paint. Like you could spray the eraser.
Yeah, it was like even
My
the
god,
snow
that's
is
not like
inconsistent.
they were painted with airbrush tool.
Yeah, it's like how do they manage to to use two different styles and both of them are ugly in their own right? Oh, this.
Oh, this could be better if I planned it myself.
Dude, look at the babies afraid of some little doggies.
Well, at least the bully has a point. Those are tiny
Yes.
dogs.
The only intelligent thing said in this entire fucking production.
Also, what's up with this sign? Just never ever use red text on blue background. I can something Junkyard Emporium. Wait,
Yeah.
Junkyard Emporium?
Yep.
Seriously? I
This
don't
is
think that
what it
Junkyard
says.
and Emporium should be ever used in the same sentence.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Junkyard Emporium. Well, you'll find the best parts for your dollar.
Yeah, only the best trash. Junkyard Emporium. Yeah, the next best name would be, I don't know, Garbage Dump Boutique or something.
Trash Mart.
What are you gonna do?
Trash Mart. I like it.
Great idea.
What? Have a picnic?
Just watch how smart I
Oh god.
Well, you mentioned food fight earlier, so there's your food fight.
Yep. Guess so we weren't too far off.
Yeah. It says sells Junkyard Emporium. Yeah.
Get him away from me!
From my point of view, it looks like sad Junkyard Emporium.
That's what you said here.
Oh my god, those dogs from the back!
Wait,
God.
look at this. They run past the car and the car moves because they create such an air current. It's like
And
it's made
one
of
of those-
styrofoam or something.
One of those dogs, he has a red.
I think
No,
I've,
it's just
I
its
think I've seen
mouth.
those dogs in Resident Evil.
Look at this pink car with the wheels of different size. Look at it. While
Yeah, I
we're
see
moving
it.
past it. What? Did you see that?
They couldn't even let it be still. Even that they can fuck up.
How did this teddy bear end up on top of a car? If someone dumped the whole, garbage bin there, why is the teddy bear the only thing that isn't a car in this whole sector? Maybe someone actually dumped all the cars into a garbage bin and then the teddy bear went there as well. That's the only explanation. Also, man, those are just butt ugly textures. Look at those
At least
buildings.
the plane doesn't look that bad.
Just soak in the beauty. Also, the door is misaligned. Look at this
Look
door.
at that
Building on the
plane.
right, far right. Also, like white to black gradient is not a good substitute for a door. Oh,
This looks like something you'd make in Minecraft.
also, what's up with this street? The street is clean until it gets close to the camera, and then there's like a AC unit, or maybe it's a stove. And
It's
then-
it's a stove.
Well, it's not like this street is littered with garbage. It's just like a lonely stove for some reason
Wait.
next to a dumpster. Like, what?
Excuse me, Glebs.
Hmm?
Wait,
Is
that looks more like a ghetto blaster.
I don't know. It's kind of oversized cassette mechanism or something.
Yeah.
I was about to say, is that a turntable?
Yeah, it looks like a ghetto blaster. You know, one of those big ass radios.
Well,
Well,
it kind of looked like an external block of the AC unit, and those maybe like the round things would be like the the fans, but I don't know what it's supposed to be. It doesn't look like anything. It's just a random thing. And also, there's a random suitcase in the garbage bin for some reason. Or is it like a TV? No, it's a suitcase.
if that's a suitcase, there's probably some money in it.
Well, at least the suitcase isn't as blurry as the garbage can itself. So, you know. Also, look at the buildings in the like in the far away. Look how bad the perspective is. Just what even is this? Also, it says L's garage, but it doesn't look like a garage because none of the doors are. The door isn't wide enough for a car, unless it's like a cardboard cutout of a car. It's not a good garage. Maybe it's misspelled garbage.
Maybe.
How are we getting over that?
Also, there's this second AC unit, I guess, with snow on the side for some reason, even on the downsloped surfaces.
Looks like it's pencil sketch.
I don't know what it's supposed to be. Is it a stove? I think it may be a stove. Or well, it has wheels in the back, so it's like portable stove. Grill.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell is it? I don't know. Also, this random. Yeah, they used to use some better tools, but now they are using this MS Paint spray tool to create snow, and it's the ugliest snow ever.
Oh, that's easy. Just climb into that tree and jump over. What?
A lady does not climb trees.
She does if she doesn't want to be late. Besides, now is not the time to be a girl.
Now is not the time to be a girl.
Damn.
They don't climb trees, they climb poles.
One moment, I'll be right back. You know what was this could be? Now is not the time to be a girl. It is something you tell, you say to a, drag queen. Now is not the time to be a girl. I'll be right back for a moment.
That's the thing. They don't climb trees. They climb poles.
Yeah, the climbing animation is top notch. You'll see. Right. Look at this beautiful climbing animation.
Besides, now is not the time to be a girl.
Oh dear God, his fingers!
Is he trying to do the Vulcan live long and prosper thing? Look at this. Live long and prosper. What is this? Well, is he instructing them how to climb? They're not even looking his way. Why is he, showing them, hand signs? What even is this?
I have no fucking.
Also, the animation is so bad that they had to just, skip a big part of it. Look at this.
Dude, You know what the? You know what the? You know what it actually looks like?
Hmm?
Regarding Smithy's hands, two in a stinker, two in a pig, two in a stink.
Oh, the spoker, so called. Yeah, kinda.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's like it's basically the Vulcan sign.
Yeah,
Only
like the
a bit more
shocker,
fucked up.
only the spoker.
Yeah.
I'm
See what
sorry,
they
my
do.
thing.
Huh?
I hit like the hang up thing on my headset.
Oh,
It's okay. I realized my mic was partially muted for some time. I don't know how long though, but
at least we enjoyed this beautiful animation and beautiful sound work.
This is quality shit.
Yep.
best animated film all times.
Come on, we gotta finish it up, you know?
Yeah, we got 13 minutes left.
Yeah.
Look, we finally made it.
Wow. What are you doing here? And what happened?
Never mind. Here. I'm so sorry.
Nicole,
Your face doesn't
this
look
was a
it.
gift for you.
But doesn't it mean a lot to you?
Yes. And so does friendship.
And so does friendship.
So does. Well, yeah, let me hesitate before saying that.
It's random dramatic pause.
You know, with friends like these, who needs fucking enemies?
This?
Oh, look! I mean, everything here is ugly, but this pink with this shade of blue is just. Ooh.
Yeah, it doesn't really match.
Bad. Well, at least the wallpaper texture is different. Although I don't think I've ever seen plaid wallpaper texture. Are they like out of their Scottish heritage or something? Also, this lady has no feet. Look at this.
She just like
Oh
her
dear
feet.
God. Her flaw is her feet.
Yeah.
My God. The more I see it, the more cursed this show is.
They aren't even trying.
This is my very favorite time of the year. I can remember you, Robert, as a little boy. Oh, you had such a hard time falling asleep on Christmas Eve.
I remember one early morning, my sister, brother, and I running down the stairs, so excited, only to find nothing under the tree. We thought that Santa had completely forgotten about us. Well, I ran to the front window to see if Santa was flying by. And to my surprise,
What the fuck
there,
is wrong
right on
with
our
their...
porch,
Oh, wait, never
sat
mind.
Huh?
Never mind. I was looking at the... From the angle that I was looking at the screen, it looked like the girl in the back room, she had like the most biggest slack jaw ever, but oh no, that was just part of the
There's a lot
window.
of things that are wrong here, but look at her animations, how she swings her arms around.
And to
Yeah,
my
it looks like she's trying to
surprise,
stroke her dick
there,
if she
right
had
on
one.
our porch, sat brand new bicycles.
I want a pony for Christmas. Santa can just put it in the backyard and tie it to the apple
This little
tree,
girl's
okay?
face is so flat for some reason.
A fucking snowflake.
It's everywhere. It's a metaphor for something.
Yeah, it's Santa is transforming into a snowflake.
Hi, sweetheart.
Oh God, this seems so creepy.
Extra Christmas cheer.
Why is his
Dude's
shirt
glitching.
flickering?
You could use some
Look at the
extra
neck.
Christmas cheer.
It's like there are no shoulders, just the neck goes right down. Look at this.
Look at the size of his neck.
It's like there is no body, just a head on a spike. This and an empty costume. What the hell is this? Also, the shirt is flickering like crazy.
Sweetheart, I understand you.
Wait. Do it again. Also, the legs are clipping through.
Yeah.
The
sorry.
I understand you.
That's a proof that it's 3D.
3D.
Santa's on his way.
His leg just
flickering
moved through the
Come and take a look.
South Park
Santa's
It
on
gets
is
worse
better
and worse.
animated than this.
Look at the shoulder.
his way.
What?
You don't believe me?
What the hell
Come
is
and take
going on? It's not a single model, but just
my
a bunch of
God.
unassociated random polygons or something. What the hell is wrong? It's like all of the models were bad, but this one just takes the cake. It's like at the end they just didn't give a shit.
Was this made for the Sega Saturn or something?
Do you see him? Do you?
Those clouds
look like turds in the sky.
And then they cut them out like so lazily that they have like straight angles and nose curvature, just straight lines. What the hell is this?
You see Santa?
Why the clouds? All clouds are going in different directions. Forward, backwards, left, right. What is this?
I do, Daddy. Oh, there he is.
Usually the wind blows in the same
there
direction,
because
not like in all directions
I
at the same
believe in
time.
him. Right, Daddy?
Exactly. It's what's in your heart that matters most.
Yeah, the Santa was the friends we made along the way.
Daddy?
I sure do, sweetheart. I love you.
Daddy, will you try and help me understand? Daddy, are you sure that he's a special man?
Out of all the things you could have made a song of, this is what they go with.
This is the second little girl who talks about Santa being, like a potential lover. Oh, he's a very special man. Am I reading too much into this, or is it really creepy?
No, maybe the fucking writers who wrote this piece of crap had some repressed feelings from childhood they had to get out on paper.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Makes sense.
There's a lot of if you go look for it, you could find I accidentally found on Kindle Unlimited when I had it. There were a bunch of stories about sexual experiences with Santa.
Why?
Interesting.
Well, I guess Santa knows where all the bad girls live, so I guess this is why he always says ho ho ho.
Yeah, that's right.
There will always be a Santa if I believe in Santa. Daddy, tell me you believe in Santa too. And if we all believed in Santa, there will always be a Santa. Santa always.
That's some sound reasoning right there.
Well, maybe you know how it's this new age belief, like what was called the secret. If you believe in something, it materializes or something like that. It's or like in I don't know. I don't think they actually thought it through. Even
Is this actually telling kids that there's not really a Santa, that he lives inside of you? Is that what they're going with? Because that's a pretty interesting message for a kid's special.
Well, if you believe in it, then it's real. Okay.
This looks more like a cult. The cult of Kringus.
So if enough people believe in Warhammer 40k, will our future be just like it?
If only.
Yeah.
Were they in school just like a day ago?
Well,
Yeah, when did they get out of school for Christmas break? Don't tell me it's like Christmas Eve or the day before.
yeah, usually it's. Well, do you
It's the 20th usually.
do you expect this movie to have realistic timelines? It just. I'm surprised that they didn't mix up, beginning of the movie with the end of the movie. It's actually in chronological order. That's. Gotta compliment them for that at least.
Lives.
Hmm?
Well, how about this? We call this the cult of Kringle. And it's basically all these kids worshiping Santa like he's God.
Not only that, but apparently he's like improves their lives somehow.
Well, I guess that at least he improves those little girls' fantasies, because they are really, really excited about him. Because he's a very special man for them. I know. So,
oh yeah.
I need to ask around if someone's first childhood crush was Santa Claus. Their first fantasy. I don't know. Maybe it's not as weird as I think it is.
There is a Family Guy episode where supposedly Meg falls in love with Santa Claus.
I haven't seen that one.
Never even heard of that.
Yeah, well, it's.
Plus, it's a newer
I only
one.
saw the clip on the internet. It's fucking weird.
Well, it's Family Guy. What did you expect? It's fucking weird. It's like the description of the show itself. I don't know. It used to
At least Family Guy can be semi-normal. Aqua Teen Hunger Force is fucking weird, but I love it.
The shtick supposed to be this the weirdest part is that this movie isn't supposed to be weird. It's just weird, but
it is without even trying.
Yeah, it's like
or intent.
That's the thing. When something is deliberately bad, it's not as funny as when they try to make it good, but it
is she
went out.
Is she is she assuming that because he's black that his Santa Claus didn't bring him his gift?
Yeah, black kids are bad.
Well,
Let's
I
continue.
think this special is actually saying Santa's not real.
Maybe.
There
It's ambiguous. I mean, what was the target demographic for this fucking thing anyway?
Stoners, I guess. Because sober mind is not very receptive to this. You need to be in a very altered state of consciousness. Well, that was probably the target audience for the Star Wars Holiday Special. And also, it was the state. Oh, speaking of, if you watched it, you can see that Mark Hamill's pupils are dilated as fuck. He was, doped up, and Carrie Fisher was so doped up she tripped and almost fell in several times. So, and Harrison Ford, he was probably
Drunk?
420 blazing it so much that he sounds bored and almost asleep all the time.
Kind of like when he did the narration for Blade Runner,
Yeah,
except
probably.
worse.
Then again, can you blame them? Wouldn't you be on drugs if you had to star in this cultural phenomenon? Oh. You have to be in the same state as is required for enjoying the movie, so might as well.
Even Santa, there will always be a Santa. Santa alive inside of me and you.
I like how you just tap her on the shoulder, just like. Boop.
This just hurts.
Good night, Daddy.
And without any transition, suddenly, you know what? Okay, maybe I'm just a degenerate, but there was like a cut, and then the father walks out of the room, and she's already lying in the bed and says, "Thank you, Daddy." What are the implications?
I don't know. Keep going.
I love you.
This even makes it worse.
She said it twice. Ugh.
Maybe I'm just a degenerate and reading way too much into this, but
Shut that door! Fucking snowflake.
Oh, this is.
It's Christmas!
What's up with this howling choir?
Maybe they're trying to rip off Charlie Brown. Remember that? Didn't they do that at the end of the Charlie Brown
How
Christmas
come this
special?
is better?
honey,
How come the
by the time-
background for the credits is way better animated than the actual movie?
For reasons.
Well, maybe there were several teams working on different parts of the movie, and
I got out of the mall, the cleaners had already closed. So I bought you a new suit.
No surprises there. That's how I get most of my suits.
What's up with this dialogue?
That's how I get most of my suits. My fucking wife buys them for me. What a sad excuse for a man.
Also, why are his eyes? Well, I guess that we know where their daughter got their bulging eyes from the father. Also, what kind of suit is it? There are no buttons. It's like a V-neck sweater, not a suit, because it's like one piece. It doesn't What is this? It looks like one of those those T-shirts with a tie and a shirt that's printed on it. Because there are no buttons, there's no seam. What the hell is this?
Oh, Grey Delisle is a pretty famous voice actress too.
Well, you are not watching the same part as we do. I think you're already in the credits. I think your video player is desynchronized from ours. We are at 33:39. You should reload the page because you're not on the same timestamp as we are. We haven't gotten to the credits yet. We're enjoying just beautiful dialogue.
Can she even hear us?
Cassie, can you hear us? No.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh.
Okay.
Right. Well, okay. Let's continue. Probably your timestamp is desynchronized from ours because anyways, let's.
My
Merry
sync was
Christmas!
aborted.
God.
If we rewind, does your timestamp change when because I just rewinded back a bit, or did it not?
Yeah, I should be in the right place now.
Right. No, you were not on the same timestamp as us as we did because you missed the creepiest part where the implications of the scene were a bit disturbing.
That's how I get most of my suits.
This is really weird laugh. It's really out of place. Something unsettling about this.
What were they thinking? God damn.
Also, this painting in the background is a higher resolution than anything else used in this scene. And it's so, it stands out because it's the only high-res texture in the whole scene. Look at this. Also, it's much more sharp than anything else, so everything else looks like it's out of focus. It's so weird. At least if it was consistently bad, it wouldn't be as jarring, but this...
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas, Nicole. Let's open your presents. Precious.
Oh, our princess has my good looks and your spending habits.
Yeah, I told
What?
about his good looks. By good looks, he means bulging eyes. Yeah, his good
God.
looks.
Jesus Christ.
Good looks,
They
everyone.
put this scene
Get
where
out of this
they
house.
put this scene
Out
right
of this
after
house.
Dad says that she has good looks.
Yeah, that's the face that says, "I'm gonna kill you in your sleep, you little faggot."
Oh, that is the face of.
I will kill you in your sleep while you call me daddy.
Oh, dear, a present from Grandma came last week in the mail. I may have put it at the back of the tree.
Oh, cool! Grandma always sends me the best stuff.
Nothing's too good for my princess.
This animation. Also, it's not the back of the tree. You know, I thought that the back of the tree would be like from the other side. She's looking directly under the tree. It's
Yeah, you think her head would be going straight through the tree. I mean, which they can do. We've seen them fucking bleed through, but
well,
nope,
they do it.
not this one.
Maybe they can't do it on purpose. They only do it accidentally. Also, this tree is like the lowest resolution texture in the whole scene, and it's saying something
Holy
because like everything is
shit.
low res.
This is 8-bit. This is like 8-bit. What the hell? No, wait, 16-bit.
This is so bad.
And I've got the
This
credit
show-
card bills
this
to prove
special
it.
makes me eat
For
myself
my
to a clip.
princess.
Oh,
Wait, why
God.
did they reuse the same footage? Because
Grandma
look at
always
this,
sends me the best
Because
stuff.
they're lazy.
Nothing's too
Yeah, but
good
it's
for
like-
my
it makes no
princess.
sense.
And I've got the credit card bills to prove it.
This is what Ricky asked Santa for.
Why is she so tall? She almost, touches the ceiling with her head.
Put a big smile.
And yeah, her father looks up when talking to her. Did she actually, when she opened the box, she, grew up or something? What the hell?
Come on, pumpkin, it's Christmas.
Oh, look at her, she's almost as tall as the tree.
Yeah, we see it.
What the hell?
And you know what that means. Even more presents than on every other day.
Mommy, Daddy, may I go visit a friend?
Of course, princess. Have a good time. It's a wonderful Christmas. I've got the most beautiful wife and daughter. And of course, they have the most handsome husband and father.
It's like, who visits friends on Christmas unless you don't have any family?
I don't know, maybe when you want to share a video box with them. It was again. I couldn't come up with a more generic name for a game console if I tried. It's like a
Video
generic name
box.
for a
It doesn't even
70s.
sound like a video. It doesn't even sound like a video game console. It sounds like a fucking VHS player.
No, it's a game console from the 70s when they didn't know what a game console was. Like they called it, what was it called? TV, like Odyssey. I don't think it actually had something. There was the Fairchild
Megabytes
Channel
Odyssey.
F. The original name was kind of weird and goofy.
Odyssey or the
Oh, Striker, your sound is really, really quiet. Like quieter than ever today.
But alright, basically the Manabots Odyssey or the Atari 2600 TV console or anything
Oh,
else.
it was
from the late
Atari
70s.
VCS. Was it called VCS?
Philips CDI. There we go.
Well, the quality of the animation is kind of like the CDI games. Oh, the VCS is a modern one, but the originals, I don't know what were they even called. Something. Channel F had a different name before it was released.
Channel F.
Oh, it was called Video. Oh, the Atari released Video Computer System. So it's kind of like video box way. Yeah. Oh, so it's VCS is Video Computer System, but it wasn't called VCS back in the day. It was called 2600, which is a really, really bad name for marketing. Again, for marketing, numbers don't usually make much sense unless it's something like 420. But usually just a bunch of numbers. It's not very memorable.
Who's breathing into the microphone?
Stop breathing.
Let's continue.
It's Cassie.
Oh, sorry. I leaned against my mic again.
Little girl. I am the perfect little girl.
It made no sense. Why did she say this? Just. Does she randomly say that she's a perfect little girl? Is it her thing, her catchphrase? Maybe.
Must be.
Her kid phrase?
Catchphrase.
Oh, okay.
Okay, now she's shrunk to like half the normal human height because look at the door, look at her. Is she like Alice in Wonderland?
I don't know. She's either shrinking or the world's getting bigger, or maybe it's both.
One pill makes you larger, and the one pill makes you small. And the one that the mother gives you don't do anything at all. Yeah.
Maybe she needs some ED pills.
Well, yeah, I need some pills after watching this.
I was about to say, I wonder what would happen if a woman took Viagra.
Well, it kinda works, but depends.
I think it would just increase her blood pressure.
Actually, it doesn't increase blood pressure. It actually should slightly decrease it because it is a vasodilator. And it
Oh, okay.
It kinda actually. I've read somewhere
I was
that
thinking it would. The reason I was thinking it would decrease is because I was just thinking the opposite, basically.
Well, actually, the fun fact is that Viagra was initially conceived as a medicine for some heart condition, so to increase blood flow through. I don't remember what exactly, but it turned out that it had a very interesting side effect, which turned out to be more interesting than the intended effect. So that's how it became famous. But yeah, it's. Anyways, but let's finish. We're almost done. Yeah, what the hell did this guy also?
He's tiny. What the fuck?
It's like hobbits moved into normal size house.
Nicole.
She wasn't running. Why is she heavy breathing?
Yeah, suddenly she walks over. Then for some reason she's just fucking hyperventilating.
Maybe she's so happy to see him.
No, maybe she's just that scared of seeing a black man because she's so racist.
She's afraid she's gonna get pulled into the house and fucking raped.
Or just mugged in general. She's just that scared. She's like instantaneously hyperventilating.
Well, given that her pupils look dilated, maybe she's. I don't know what's going on here.
Santa made a
Maybe
terrible
she's already
mistake.
gotten the date rape drug.
Well, Santa made a terrible mistake.
He sent this present to the wrong house. So I ran over here as fast as I could.
Oh yeah, you ran.
Why is she even lying about running? This makes no sense.
Looks like you took your sweet ass fucking time to get over there, if you ask me.
Yeah, so it's like mixed messages. It's something nice she's doing, but also lies for no apparent reason. Because I don't think it would matter if she ran or she didn't run. I don't think it would change much. So why is she lying? Is to show that even when doing something nice, she's cannot be like a still pathological.
There's a catch to it, yeah.
What is this movie trying to tell us? It's so confusing.
Don't trust
Are
white
you
bitches.
Sure, Nicole?
Look, it has your name on it.
Well, don't just stand there. Open it.
A box. Is it even a game console? Because it's...
Video box. I mean, who the fuck would get a VHS player as a present in 2000?
I think it's supposed to be a game console, but there's no controller to speak of, and it doesn't look like anything. Even like Atari 2600 didn't look as... I don't know what it looks like. It looks like one of those, projectors, but the lens is oval for some reason. Or it looks like a really miniaturized version of the, air conditioner or something. It doesn't look like a consumer electronic product. The design is really...
It's a Chinese knockoff.
Or like designers from early 90s or late 80s. Maybe it's like a box of
I
video
thought
cassettes.
you didn't
That's what
believe in
video
Santa.
box.
Of course I do. How else could your present get to my house?
Could Santa make a mistake?
Well, you know he has a lot on his mind Christmas Eve.
More like a lot to do.
Come over later and we'll go to Linnea's house.
Merry Christmas!
Jenna, I think I see something in the backyard.
Why all of them were standing with their backs to the window? Did they walk?
Plot convenience.
Because they had to walk into the room backwards to not see what's outside in front of the window. Like, what?
So, could they not get curtains to... They could not animate fucking curtains.
Look at this. Of course they couldn't. Just why are you even asking?
I can't tell. Is that horse dead or alive?
It's hard to tell, but this older sister isn't even looking at the horse. She's like looking in the distance with vacant eyes. I guess
there must be something else out there.
I think it's like just wake and bake. She's like, right in the morning, 4:20, all day, every day. What? You were saying something?
I think that's what they did to the horse, too.
How cool!
Merry Christmas. They gave you a drugged up horse.
Yeah, my 420 hypothesis is, has some evidence to it.
Is that? It's too cool.
Well, are you excited that in 4 months from now it'll be 420 for an entire month?
Oh, I'll get it.
Hey, I'm so happy to see you guys. Come on in.
Well, I don't know. All of them are short. Like, this door is way, way too tall.
Thanks, Linnea. And what I said about Santa... Well, It's okay, Nicole. I understand. Me too.
By the way, did you notice that her...
They never resolved it. Oh my god. She didn't say if she was making shit up or if she changed her mind.
Look at her animation. Suddenly, her animation has way too few keyframes, so it's much more, stuttery. What even is happening here?
It's okay, Nicole.
Cinematic 5 FPS.
Me too.
We can always work things through. My friends, believe me when I say it's true. Belief in Santa is where we start, but what matters is what's in our heart. If you want to know what you can trust, it's that Santa believes in us.
Do you know what, Nicole? I never stopped believing in Santa. And you don't have to stop either.
I won't.
That makes two of us.
Great Grandma, you always
Here we go.
know
That's
just
the
what
money
to
shot.
say.
Huh?
That's the money shot.
Christmas.
She was just speaking normally before. Why she's stuttering again? What the hell?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey!
Yeah. What the? What? Like, okay, why is Santa like translucent and black? Like not black as in African American, and black as in, you know, completely black and translucent. What? Is it supposed to be a shadow? That's supposed to be a shadow!
Yeah, it is.
Oh, this is the worst shadow I've seen like in a long while. At first I thought like Santa's supposed to be like semi-translucent, but no, it's apparently it's shadow. Yeah, this physics don't work here at all.
Wow!
Believe in Santa. Yeah!
That's right, that's right. I believe in Santa.
I am so proud of you, Princess.
And a
Why is he proud of her for believing in Santa after she saw him? Like, you don't have to be proud because someone believes in something they just saw with their own eyes. Because I believe that my computer is real because I'm looking at it. Oh, I'm so proud of you. I have so many questions. Also, just look at... Pay attention to this.
I am so...
Why is he saying that he's proud of her while grabbing her by the chest?
Proud of you,
Clips.
And yeah,
Here comes the best part. Here comes the best part after Ricky starts speaking.
But by the way, I don't think that patting your daughter on the boob is a, you know, appropriate conduct. Especially as I'm so proud of you.
No, that is not.
Oh, this is so wrong on so many levels.
And a Merry Christmas to all.
Shut that door.
I told you. Best part.
Yeah. By the way, who shut the door? They were all standing away from it. Like, they couldn't just reach it without walking towards it. Is it a magic door that obeys voice command or something?
And a Merry Christmas to all.
Shut that door.
Also, this sounded like, you know, Peter Griffin or something. Who even said shut that door? I don't recognize this voice. Is it the voice of one of those characters? Because I don't think it is. You should not make people ask questions like that right at the end of the movie. By the end of the movie, questions should have been answered, not new questions should arise. What is this? Wow! This is terrifying.
Ugh. I will eat your soul.
Also, her head looks even bigger than it used to be before. Like, her proportions were never proper, but now it's like one of those big head mods for games, you know, where everyone's head is just giant. This is so weird. Also, is she sleeping or is she praying? The hand position makes no sense. Also, yeah, the low... They had a high-resolution snowflake. Why are they using this pixelated mess again?
By the way, comic sans!
Yeah, also, this snowman is the worst snowman in the whole movie, and the other snowmen weren't much better, but this is, like... Why they put the ugliest one here? This could have reused one of the older assets.
The season is upon us.
Also, those blinking lights, they don't turn on and off, they just appear and disappear.
But all the joy it brings
That's some real magic.
Sometimes just get lost.
Oh, this is...
Could there be a place in time where tears are
Dave Edison, you suck at editing.
Dude, keep rolling. Keep rolling the whole thing because
Yeah.
there is
Forsting.
an announcement.
Damon, yeah, lead animator. Anyway, they had so many animators and none of them could do shit. Just look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
They were obviously all drunk.
They had storyboards for this. Watercolor. Oh, it's some. Wait, they had watercolors here, or did someone actually put just was coloring water randomly just on the set for no reason? Because all of this looks digital. I don't see any actual watercolor.
They might have used watercolor on the backgrounds.
Oh, maybe. Like everything is so ugly that it doesn't even matter what technique was used. Bad.
And they're using this for the credits as well. Alright, enough.
With animation software. So it's wait, animation software is Dr. Jeffrey Friedman. I don't think that software is called Dr. Jeffrey Friedman. Those credits
Probably
make no
not.
sense. Don't tell me someone wrote custom software to animate this garbage. What the hell? I don't understand anything. There were like 3 3D modelers. Oh, the same Jeffrey Friedman, PhD. Imagine, I hope that his PhD has nothing to do with 3D modeling or anything, because unless it was really, really easy to get a PhD in computer animation, like back in the 2000s. So many people worked on this, and none of them said anything about how bad it is. Wait, Chief
It might have
Science
been in their
Officer?
contracts.
Wait, Chief Science Officer? Why do they need Chief Science Officer for cartoon? What the actual fuck? Seriously, I'm serious. Why do they need a science officer for this? Like, what to say? Also, those are like concept art. If they could draw like this, why didn't they do it like in this style, in 2D animation? Because I'm not saying that any of those characters look good, but they look much better than the 3D models. Makes no sense. Oh, this is all-time classic. BelieveInSantaMovie.com. It probably doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
Slaps! Maybe I should read you why they didn't use the auto rendering. The daughter of one of the creators has stated that Wolf Tracer, the copy that animated the film, provided concept art of significantly better quality than the final product. That's right. There was actually a better looking version. Her father trusted the animators and in fact never checked in on their work.
Yeah, that's great. We actually should
His
try.
first time seeing the animation was on the night the movie actually premiered.
Yeah, it's like there's a saying: trust but verify. Because, well, if you don't, you get something like this. We should actually check the Internet Archive if there's a copy of the website. Also, this the They promised Bunny's tail. It didn't happen. Because this...
Yeah.
I wonder why. And now for the quiz. How much do you think this cost? What was the budget? Don't look it up. Just try to guess.
I'm gonna guess 10 grand.
No, you way too low.
Way too low? Oh, Jesus. 40 grand?
Too low.
75 grand.
Okay, let me read Wikipedia page.
Glebs.
Her father trusted the animators.
500,000.
Yeah, 500,000, $500,000.
$500,000 to produce this?
Damn right.
It's kind of obvious that the animators spent most of the budget on cocaine.
Yeah, that's not
Probably.
snow in the background.
Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Also, in 2002, $500,000 was much more than it is now. You know, because, well, don't forget about the inflation. We can actually
Hey,
inflation calculator.
$500,000? How much did the food fight cost?
60 million, I think, or 70.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. 2002. Purchase items for.
That would
It's
be
not worth that much more.
Glebs, hold on. I found it. According to several pages, $726,555.62. Somewhere between $600,000 and $700,000.
All right.
Yeah, wait. I don't think this calculator works properly because it says that if it cost 500 in 2002, then in 2019 it would cost 25. What? I don't think it works properly. What the hell is?
So
okay, so let's see. January 2002. Let's try. 500,000.
In
$700,000 and something. Yeah, it's so insane. Like, where did the money go?
Hookers and blow.
Besides the voice actors. Oh yeah.
Let's see some of the what the Wikipedia page says. Okay, so let's see.
You know what's crazy? There is even Glebs, I'm gonna have to post it here. I haven't watched this yet, but there is a highlight reel on this. Like there's a.
I'm okay with just this holiday special. I don't need highlights.
No, it's not a highlight. My bad. It's actually. It is. At one point, this was Lost Media. This is the highlight reel from Wolf Tracer, the studio that was in charge of this.
The website of Promark Television, the special's distributor, enthusiastically promoted Believe in Santa as an animated program that seems destined to become a classic. Oh, it became a classic for all the wrong reasons.
And you know what's ironic? This is Lost Media.
Yeah, it was never released on home video, like, officially. So I wonder why. I mean, they could have at least, tried to release it like on DVD for, now when it's kind of famous, they should do it, because I bet that people who enjoy really, really bad movies, they would buy this. If they make a DVD, like, those deluxe set with a making of, like, documentary or something, and extras, unused extras, or maybe some behind the scenes information, I know that a lot of people would buy it just because of how, bad shit insane it is. Just, there aren't many people who enjoy really, really bad movies, but those who do, they would probably buy it.
That's kind of a more common thing to like bad movies now.
It's kind of became kind of popular, especially the internet popularized that because usually those bad movies are kind of obscure. It's hard to find, but on the internet, well, if you're interested in this sort of thing, you can find them much easier. The internet revived a lot of things that were kind of lost to the ages.
Worry,
so
this is actually it's around 8. This was the
You are too quiet again.
This was basically the test footage of this special.
Oh, you have a link?
Yeah. Look it up in the live stream chat.
Live stream chat.
Yeah, we'll
Okay,
trace
let's
a highlight
take a look
reel.
at this one. All right, let's try link. This is going to be. How do I add new? Oh, it's like the interface isn't. Let's see. Oh, it's like a demo reel.
Yeah, basically.
Are you seeing this right?
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of pretty much as bad as the original was. Only much more compressed.
Wait, there's more.
So this is what was shown and was approved, because it's pretty much the same quality as the final product.
It's hardly any different.
Yeah, only much more compressed. Even much more tedious because this is the slowest bus in existence. Also, why was there smoke coming from the tire? Look at this. Why are the tires smoking? What is going on here?
Doing a burnout, dude.
Like what
yeah,
was
the bus driver was going to
supposed to
send
be
it.
exhaust, but still.
It makes no sense. Also, they're really fast kids doing double. Wow, this is even worse than the final product. I didn't think that the animation could be even more hideous, but I was wrong apparently.
It's always good to be proven wrong.
Oh, wait, did you see how creepily she slowly turned her head? Look at this again. And her eyes are glowing. This is fucking nightmare fuel. I like this shot. Nothing is happening and the camera slowly zooms in. And nothing is happening. What the? Is she related to a giraffe or something? Look at the neck. Why is her neck so long?
I told you she has the ability to stretch like rubber.
And also, I don't think this was a good idea to make her skin and hair be the same color, because... Well,
Let's see.
What? Wait! Her head is fucking giant. Almost as wide as her shoulders. And her hands are, like, arms and hands are tiny. This is so wrong. Wow, it's even worse. Somehow. Oh, the father is actually less creepy. That's her father, right?
Yeah.
They somehow made the father look more tedious in the final version. Here he kind of looks like Bill Gates on acid.
You mean no? You mean sober Bill Gates?
What just? How do they randomly just gain speed by just? What just happened? This- Wow.
Oh. There's something else.
Huh?
There's something else in this clip that you need to check out.
Oh, in the same clip?
Keep playing.
Believe in Santa is so blurry. Yeah, it used to be called Bash Street Kids. Yeah, those kids look like they were bashed in the head one too many times. Oh, it's for. Oh, yeah, those are demo clips for a different production. Something about Dinosaur Island.
Welcome to Uganda.
This is just as bad, if not worse.
Dinosaur chasing you.
Wow, this is amazing.
I actually found the fucking thing. It's on YouTube. Guess who uploaded it? The guy himself, Alex Slater.
Why did he just, did he have his like underwear stuck on a branch and? Why is his underwear so stretchy that he can just stretch like, several times inside? Oh, Mark Hamill was in this as well because, wow, he would really take any job at all.
I just found the guy's channel.
Wait, presented in Puppetech? Puppetech? What the fuck is a Puppetech? There are no puppets here.
That's impossible. If you eliminate the impossible, whatever's left, no matter how improbable, is the truth.
Well, at least the ship model looks decent. Why? Oh, you know what it looked like? It looked like Monty Python opening animation with those stomping feet. Also, those were some retarded raptors if they didn't notice that there was, giant Diplodocus or whatever it was stomping on them. It's like, are those giant dinosaurs, ninjas or something? How can they silently approach and step on someone else without them noticing? This is just...
It's coming back.
Smooth animation.
No, this way. Hurry! But the T-Rex is down there. That's what I'm counting on. Come on, boys.
What the hell is going on? They're ripping off this, ending scene from Jurassic Park. Remember that one? And this is supposed to be like a rip-off of King Kong or something.
This is supposed to be a rip-off of Jurassic Park.
It almost looks like it.
Extinct?
Extinct?
Who's extinct now? Oh, this is bad. Who's extinct
Adventure
now?
like this doesn't come along every day.
Yeah, isn't that understatement of the century?
By the way, apparently the real noise that a T-Rex made was probably even more terrifying than the one in Jurassic Park.
Well, that's subjective. Yeah, they mostly. There's speculation to what it sounded like. Others say they would make like bird noises. Others think they'd make like alligator sounds.
Yeah, something like an alligator, like just sort of growling, because basically their voice box is just so big they wouldn't be able to do anything high pitch.
Well,
They would. Their voice boxes wouldn't have been able to roar.
Yeah, it's probably just like something like just like rolling thunder. Just hear the bass, basically just a giant bass.
That's what it's speculated that Godzilla's real roar would have sounded like.
I don't know. Well, deep sounds like that would go way further. So it's like if you want them to communicate, that would be a good idea, and like every creature would be able to feel it.
I'm sorry. I'm reading something that's really funny.
Crank Queen
share with us.
It's a tweet. It said from someone. Every time I see a job willing to waive a college education for military service, I'm reminded of the guy I graduated basic training with who literally could not stop shitting his pants and had to be given a direct order to shower.
Wow.
What?
God damn.
It's a guy who was in the military and said he was in basic training with someone who shit their pants all the time and had to be given a direct order to shower.
God.
Yeah.
I don't think this person would be
bad.
Really good at like anything. I wouldn't trust him with a plastic fork, much less a actual rifle.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, there
Wow.
are a lot of idiots who join the military. So
Yeah.
Again, it's like that
I'm
joke.
not one of them. I'm an idiot, but I didn't join the military.
It's like that.
yeah, same.
It's kind of like that Simpsons joke they made once. It's like Homer's like, "Well, I was too fat to join the army, but I was too dumb to be a cop."
Ouch.
The reality is that most people join the army just to pay the college.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, the smart people who join the army do it to pay off their loans, and they leave as soon as they don't have to re-enlist again. It's mostly the people who use the military as a career if they're not an officer, non-commissioned. If they're a non-commissioned
Yeah.
officer.
Well, there are people. I think you should have to be 21 to join the military, just because of the way brain development works. Because there are people who use it as a crutch. Because
Yeah.
they're like, I don't know, I don't want to do no book learning. I'm gonna go join the military. And those people are the kinds of people who need work experience before they're allowed to be given a gun.
Well, I would say that I wouldn't trust people who animated this movie with a gun either.
Well, no, they'd probably kill themselves after seeing it.
Well, yeah. Well,
They would probably miss if they tried to shoot themselves.
this was this and the Jurassic Park ripoff were the only two things that were done on Colin Slater's studio. They went broke after that.
I wonder why. Oh, by the way, speaking of bad movies, there was one, I don't remember which movie it was. It was really, really bad and it was really poorly received. And the legend says that the director saw how bad the movie was. He tried to shoot himself in the head and missed somehow.
Really?
Is he a vegetable now?
Well, apparently he completely missed somehow. I have no idea, but given that the movie was so bad, not even that surprising. Probably can't do anything right. I think it could have been. Was it Robot Monster? Remember that like from the 50s, where there was just a guy in a gorilla suit with a diver's helmet, which is the Robot Monster. This movie was, even by 50s B movie standards, it was stupid. It was really stupid. And the pacing was awful. Like, nothing was right about the movie. And the worst part about, turns out that the whole plot was just a dream. Just like, was this little girl who in the beginning fell and hit her head, and the rest of the movie was just her dream. Then she woke up and none of this happened. So it was stupid, nonsensical, and completely pointless. Just like cherry on the top of the shit pie. It's kind of famous now because it was so bad. One was it's often seen in those lists of movies that are like the worst movies ever made. Well, when it comes to list of the worst movies, it's hard to tell which should be qualified, because anyone can make a movie and call it a movie. So if you're going to make the shittiest movies ever made that are just barely a movie, well, someone movie made on no budget using some shitty consumer grade equipment, doesn't count as a movie, because in this case those top 10 worst movies would be movies that literally nobody has heard of. So those lists, they should have qualifiers. Just,
I really hope this is the last time I had to
Last time you have to what?
watch this fucking Christmas special.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we might,
Once
what?
was
We
enough.
might sometimes watch something else like this. Was Moses movie for furries? Or what was it?
Oh yeah, I saw that.
It's like this Bible themed animation, but made like really really bad CG animation, and every character is an animal, looks like a furry.
The story of Joshua.
Oh,
It's
Joshua,
the
yeah.
story of Joshua.
So it's called the Story of Joshua.
But with lion. It's out there.
Oh, it's Joshua and the oh wait, let me. Oh no, that's not the one. Do you have a link? Because oh yeah, I found it. All right, feast your eyes upon this. This is the cover art.
I found something.
Wait until you see those pictures. Those are screenshots.
It's in the in our Discord.
Wait.
In our private chat.
But
J.J. Abrams on relationship between Rey and Kylo Ren. There's as much of a brother and sister thing as there is romantic.
What?
You it's like this is the same guy who put this scene where they kiss before Kylo dies, and was to appease the Reylos, and now he's saying
they were both harassed about because of this. They wanted what's his name, the guy who plays Kylo, Adam Driver. They wanted Adam Driver to leave his wife to be with Daisy Ridley.
Oh yeah, those fucking shippers.
They were harassing them. No, it's they were crazy, fucking crazies.
Be right back.
Oh, this is bad. Wow, this is bad. I mean, I joked about incest in Star Wars a lot, but this.
Yeah, it happens an awful lot, I think. Well, 2 times. Still.
Ow. Oh, but by the way, I want to show you those glorious screenshots from this Joshua and the Promised Land. Yeah, this is like the animation. It looks like really they're wearing really bad fursuits. Yeah, look at this. Well, it's not quite as bad as the Rhapsody Street, what was it called? But it's almost as bad. Look at this. Look at this derpy lion. First of all, what's up with those teeth? Lions don't have teeth like that. Those are, herbivore or omnivore teeth. Not lion teeth are kind of like cat's teeth but bigger. It looks so derpy. Yeah, this looks like a really bad amateur furry porn. Ooh, look at what's up on the wall? Like, wait, it's not a wall, it's a window, and someone is skateboarding there. Because, well, when you think about biblical times, skateboards are the first thing that comes to mind. Oh, this is... I don't even know what I'm looking at. This gotta be the ugliest panda ever. Even like the, Kung Fu Panda knockoffs, like the little panda fighter, it didn't have quite as hideous character models. This is just much worse. Oh, this is bad. Yeah, this just high quality kino. And if that wasn't enough nightmare fuel, take a look at Gaither's Pond, another Bible-themed animated. Well, it was an animated series. It doesn't have screenshots here, but let me just use image search to show just how bad it gets. Look at this. Are you seeing this? Yeah, it's kind of looks like even worse version of Seaman from the game of the same name. Look at this.
Wait. Who Chuck Wendig is again?
Oh, he used to, yeah, he wrote several official Star Wars books after and those were really bad, so he got a lot of backlash, and he's also in the SJW, obviously.
Of course. I because I really forgot. I know his name. I know he's a fucking degenerate, but I forgot why we considered him a fucking degenerate.
His infamous Star Wars book that was really poorly received. It had such amazing writing as, well, he described that TIE Fighter was flying herkily-jerkily. Whatever that means.
Anyway,
that sounds like something fucking Ned Flanders
in 2018. Oh my god. The problem with canon is that it demands viewing story as a series of rigorously tested data points. It demands we view story pieces as historically true, which is weird because A, it's fiction, and B, even real-ass history is full of wild, ragged contradictions and retcons, quote-unquote.
Oh yeah, let me actually put this on the screen because, yeah, this tweet was... Yeah, I wanted to talk about this. Let me find it real quick. So yeah, there's so much wrong with this. Just one.
Well,
one
it's filled with contradiction. That's different accounts on certain events. So of course, many people will have different versions of.
That's a funny thing because in most fiction is written from the perspective of omniscient narrator. So because it's fiction and there's one author behind it, this author knows exactly what happened because, well, everything happened in this person's head. So yeah, unless sometimes there's this concept of narrator that is not reliable. It's like, for example, Fight Club, when the guy who's from whose perspective it's told, it turns out that he had hallucinations and other stuff. So yeah, but usually fiction.
By the way, the Star Wars book, they launched a new Star Wars book just to show that they changed the timeline. Yeah, now it's no longer before the battle or after the battle of Yavin, ABBY, ABY. It's the Star Killer incident. It's like BSI, an ASI.
It's so stupid when everything something important happens and they invent a new way to measure time, like the new starting date. It's so stupid. If
yeah, they pretty much retconned the original trilogy.
Usually, it should be the most major event, and it's like, well, the biggest event we have is the birth of Jesus Christ, but
I think that they should just
the arbitrarily placed the birth of Jesus Christ.
I think they should just take something and stick to it, and don't change it every several decades, because this would get really annoying and really confusing.
Well,
when you have to
it's like I did that comparison with Gundam. It's just like at some point there's just when you change the dating system like that, it should be an event that changes the era. Like it's like, oh, it's no longer the same, actually the same thing. It's like, okay, before and after the Battle of Yavin, it's like, yeah, the Empire fucking died. It's like, yeah, that's probably big enough to warrant a new calendar. It's like in Gundam, there's the Universal Century. It's like, oh yeah, we started colonizing space from that time. It's like, yeah, they won't, because in major events there's like 4 or 5 colony drops and 1 attempted asteroid drop. So it's like, yeah, at some point we can't restart the calendar every 5 years. Jesus.
You know it's actually interesting regarding this guy. Well, what's his name? Colin. There's nothing else that he has ever worked with besides those 2 animated specials. Like besides that, all I see in his YouTube are straight up boomer tier highlights. But the Joshua and Promised Land movie, however, this actually makes Rhapsody look like Citizen Kane in comparison.
Oh, by the way, I found the full quote about this Hercule Jerkily. So the quote is, "The tie wibbles and wobbles through the air, careening drunkenly across the Miran rooftops. It zigzags Hercule Jerkily out of sight." That's an actual thing that was in the book.
That sounds like something Doctor Who would say. Like the timey-wimey... Huh?
Hercule Jerkily sounds like something that Ned Flanders would say.
Yeah.
So, Levis, how am I sounding right now?
Oh, better.
And I mean, I'm using the microphone I bought because I can't. So I was gonna send it, but then they didn't give me the shipping label yet, so I don't have any free shipping. And besides, $30 to send this. The postage. It's actually worth more than a fucking mic. This is insane.
Yeah, that sucks. Well, I think that you probably would be better to find a cheap preamp, because I think the microphone works. It just needs a preamp.
Well, unfortunately, RJ is not a fan of 35 millimeter microphones, and he decided, get this a Yeti, get a Yeti. Fuck you, man.
No, you know what? Yetis are just it's junk. Really, those snowballs on Yeti. Well, they wouldn't be junk if they didn't cost way too much, given what kind of product it is. Because basically, it's $15 microphone for 3 times the price. It's pretty much the Apple of microphones.
Yeah, this shit pisses me off already. So
Well, anyways,
I wish it. I wish I would have just kept this, but unfortunately, I have to give it back. All right, let's see what happens. Go ahead, Gus.
I thought we probably should kind of wrap it up.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough.
We'll
wrap it up.
We already tortured ourselves with this unsightly movie, so yeah.
That was something.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was straight up quality. We need to watch the Joshua and Burst and the Promised Land one soon.
Yeah, that would be something else.
Of all things, this animation, this quality animation actually made me more autistic than I already am. And I didn't think it would be that possible. This show actually gives people more autism and then multiplies it. In other words, whoever Colin, what's his name? Colin Slater. If you're listening, I highly doubt it. This animated Christmas special is lower than shit. It's lower than shit, and I hope you get raped by 60,000 goats.
Okay.
All right. I think we should probably wrap it up real quick.
Yeah, before we get any more degenerate than that.
Yeah, I need to get to bed anyway.
Well, thanks to everyone who joined us. See you later, sometime later. Don't know when. Not sure how.
Happy New Year!
Long live the current year,
Happy
you know.
New Year. Yeah.
Happy New Year, happy new decade. We're finally back. Maybe we'll stream more often.
Yeah.
Then.
Oh,
Yeah,
see.
maybe.
Bye, everyone.
Glory to
Bye.
2019.
See ya.